And we'll see how coordinated they are as we start the first game of Week 6 CMSA League of Legends. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
MTP coming in, trying to kill the other enemy top laner. Darius takes down the Yorick.
Yeah.
In a massive sign of disrespect towards red team's jungle.
Yeah, and it's just terrible, but look at this 0 CS in the top lane. It's early, but still. Here we've got River Otter looking for a hook onto JT Greatness, hits it, and now Bormillion is coming in with the counter gank. It looks like River Otter is in danger as he is the focus here. He is going to fall to that ignite as JT Greatness now in a little bit of danger, falls, and then Quaib goes down as Bormillion is looking to clean up completely as Ashe flies into the air, and the Rush may be able to secure this kill. Now Bormillion fighting Mift in that tri-bush and decides to call it quits as it's a 3 for none in that bot lane. Red is just shepherding in the waves.
Yeah, I was gonna... Zonius from Mift is, they just try to kill that fish. Comes in on Poggle. Poggle executes the Fizz as the rest of the fight blurry for me to see. I'm sorry, I can't. It's blurred up.
Wow. Okay, so what we had there was Bormillion expertly using their ult to stop a lot of the Ashe damage, but Ashe does pull so much damage onto these tanks, and still, blue team and red team trading 3 for 3 on each side as River Otter is now trying to not make it 4 for 3. JT Greatness, so brave, just brazenly going in, and does fall to River Otter. I kind of saw that one in the cards. River Otter then trades their own life in response as it's 4 for 4 from that fight. But Sejuani did secure the dragon on top of that. Responds as Mift, looking for a separate angle from the rest of his team. And the ult does go in the middle of that. Quaib does get Ashe ulted from the Poggle W coming back onto him. JT Greatness launches himself onto Ashe. Ashe just the 1/4 of his HP. The Rush is the first to fall as Poggle is now fighting his own battle over there. Ashe will fall on the left side of the map and MTP falls in response. JT Greatness falls to Mift as Capri is trying to get rid of Quaib, and Mift will continue fighting with Bormillion. This requires a zoom out as now it is a 3v2, but with these resources, Mift secures the kill onto Bormillion, and now Capri is left in the middle. And let's see.
River Otter daring on Capri, or pulling a Q onto Capri. Pains her again as Capri just falls and almost gets 2 kills.
And now, we'll see, maybe it comes out on this chase as they look to get some gold back. All right, there comes the Maokai ult as now Ashe and River Otter are in a bit of danger. It looks like, being knocked towards the lantern. But not able to get it as River Otter now. Let's see if Mift is able to. Not able to back in time. And with no mana, he is left alone to the whim of Poggle. But Poggle, chased by MTP, loses that 1v1 swiftly.
Going the Baron with Ashe bot lane. Ashe is working her way up, but she won't meet in time. Zonius from Mift, as Bormillion goes in and ult, but
gets ulted as now Thresh and Xin are out of the fight. It's a 4v3, now 3v4 as blue team has a bit of an advantage. Mift gets in there and Poggle attempting to team fight here, but MTP is healing so much as he is able to get out of there before Poggle executes. And it doesn't look like it's a... Ashe does get rooted as Poggle uses the Zhonya's. But that Q just doesn't connect onto Ashe as Poggle is now down, forcing the Rush to be the last man alive here against both Ashe and Quaib. Poggle's flash E forces Ashe to flash as now the Maokai ult comes out, and we'll see, is Quaib able to fall in time, but JT Greatness first falls to Am I a Fish, and now Bormillion looking for the rest of this as Poggle ults to not much damage and falls as Ashe gets a kill onto both Senna, Maokai, and Poggle, as it's just Ashe Nation here as all of red team is aced. It's a 5 for none as Victor's may be able to just win the game right here. It does look like the game is over. Yeah, and so the first game of the night in just 34 minutes goes to MTP, Quaib, Mift, Am I a Fish, and River Otter. Victor's. Yeah, and we are now here at the onset of the second game of the night. Here we're watching the Ruby League. Spider form from Elise. Oh, as Kazik comes in with the gank, lands the Q onto Dripper and Highlight, as Highlight will go down to Who Ate My Pop-Tarts for first blood on Elise. You know what? And that means Chef Zangy is now looking for something here. Flashes over Armani Salami's Q, but it is not enough, as he will land inside Armani Salami's E. Oh, the Malzahar ult that just does not fully connect. Oh, here we go. Armani Salami's looking pretty... Oh, the W from Kane comes out and does take Armani Salami's last sliver of HP. Okay. Yeah. The 115 CS, you're gonna say, oh, wait, my Pumpkin's coming with the quick Q and E onto Little Nicky, but Little Nicky dodges as, oh, the ult and E from Armani Salami does take care of Little Nicky, but not before Chef Zangy can equalize onto both him and onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Now Kazik is left to clean up the mess. Oh, here we have a TP. 2 TPs coming by as Pinky Soup is chased by John, and Little Nicky is here trying to defend. The ult comes out onto Olaf, but does not do anything as John is able to... Oh, and this is free stacks for Dripper, as John is not able to 1v3. Highlight comes onto the back team as Skippy McSkipper, Kazik, and everyone else is trying to get away from Chef Zangy. Skippy McSkipper falls as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is now looking for a way out the back door. Pinky Soup able to get those last bits of HP away.
Right, yeah,
it's
not what I expected at all. Yeah, not what I expected at all against an Olaf, and I can't remember who was picked first.
Okay, there we go. Dripper's Q secures the collection onto Elise and then also onto John there as the ult comes out from Armani Salami. Not enough to kill Dripper as Kazik might have been looking for something. Armani Salami gets Malzahar ulted, then Chef Zangy finishes up the kill. Kazik looking for the damage necessary to kill Highlight, finds it, but will fall in return as the Zac Blobs come out. And meanwhile, in the background, Zangy was in the base cleaning them up as this is a full ace for the blue team, and it's looking like it's going to be the end of the game as only Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is going to be up in 10 seconds. And there, the second of 2 Nexus turrets are falling, and this game is over as Pinky Soup, Chef Zangy, Little Nicky, Dripper, Highlight of Shurima Sugar Daddies take game 2 in the Ruby League. And look at this, Gasians makes his way into the enemy buffs, finds that there are no wards here, or at least not any signal of one, and you know, this looks like it might be a vertical clear for Gasians as he's gonna take his red buff and move up back into his own jungle. DSauce also here, potentially jumping onto Latimer, but no, going instead for this, and does not get it. Gasian secures the smite onto the scuttle as Latimer is here first, and DSauce stunned, gets rooted by Latimer, and it's first blood over to Gasians and Brahms Babes. Goji Daddy's Ignite is coming back up. DSauce and Gasians fighting over this scuttle as DSauce might be in trouble as Goji Daddy is here with the collapse. Oh, Goji Daddy unfortunately does not hit either of their abilities onto DSauce. The Ignite comes out and Latimer is here to secure the kill as Goji Daddy and Gasians now able to push Spellfire back into the top lane.
On to Lilia.
Oh, the Lux ult comes out.
Lux ult. Paper bread.
Oh, but are constantly. It looks like Gasians is ready to end the game. The Lux ult comes out and takes DSauce's life. The win goes to the mixed team of Goji Daddy, Gasians, Latimer, Medeo, and Gray. Brahms Babes take the last game of the night. And welcome to the stream, Latimer.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Friend of the stream.
Yes, and congratulations on that game.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Was that fun?
I do think so. I think games. I had first pick tonight, so I was able to get a really good team because my win rate prior to this was only 30%. So I'll take my wins where I can get them at this point in time.
Yeah, and so you picked your team and you won all your games. Is that what we're hearing?
We sure did.
Walk us through the champ select, right? Were you absolutely flabbergasted that you got your Lux?
Well, they stole Zyra from me, and that was the gag.
That is the gag.
On to Lilia. Paper bread.
Oh, are constantly. Oh, the beautiful.
I really thought I was gonna have her, and then they took her, and I was really gagged. And I picked Lux last minute because I was really good.
Okay, one more question for you. Are you a yay girl or a let's go bro?
For sure, yay, girl.
Yes, yes. Okay, we've got an answer. And hello and welcome to
Hello,
week
everybody.
number 7. 7 out of 8.
We're getting there.
We are
We are
getting
getting
there. It is
This
time
is the
for
semifinals.
yeah, the semifinals of the playoffs that lead to the invitationals, which leads us into our first topic, Mike. You probably saw, and anyone who's in the Discord and might be watching this, you probably know that the invitational forms for CMSA's second season of 2026 League of Legends League have now gone out. And so, you, the people, that's my Azir impersonation from Legends of Runeterra, will be able to vote on who you want to represent each league in the invitational that is set to come up. We don't have a traditional tournament. This is the ride. This is the tournament.
The people decide. The people, you heard it here first, right?
Yes.
the people decide on who gets to go. So go ahead, go in, submit your votes, see who you'd like to play. Yeah, I think we can get into it. Do we have our first game yet?
We don't. We are getting into the lobbies of the first games, but so we've got some real friends of the stream in the chat. Let's go, Travi, my king. Lux R montage. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mike. Isn't that so funny? Lad's Lux ult montage. I thought that was great.
I can just picture him screaming after each one.
Yeah.
So I know. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I think that was a perfect coup de grace.
Yes. Yeah, and a good way to remember that game from last week, instead of what some people might remember, the all AP, the very brave and daring draft that we saw. But looking through the highlights, looking through the material that the highlights came from, that's where I found some really interesting things. And I just wanted to, off the jump,
and a lot of good Lux ults.
Yeah, a lot of good Lux ults, because there was a Lux in Ruby too, and I didn't realize. I was scanning through and I was like, how many Lux ults did I capture in this highlight? So one thing off the jump that I wanted to get across is, let's see. Okay, hold on.
You got the codes, by the way.
I got the codes, yes. One thing that I want to say off the jump is there are so many instances where people are chasing into the enemy jungle only to be chased right back into their jungle. And the fights are going so long that, you know, it's just for stream's purpose that I'm mentioning this. But I would like to see clean fights, please. And they're so much more entertaining when they begin and end with a Lux ult. That's why I was like, look at this fight. It ends and begins with one scream.
And an instant regret when they go in and the everybody chases them out. Yeah, no. And then I don't know. Yeah. The fight that never ends. That's truly a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, we won't see Snoop's spicy pick for this week, but I'm sure we will hear about it. I would love to hear about that spicy pick, as well as if we see any others. I think that those spicy picks, it's like someone was saying there's this big call for those of you who are not part of the league. Right before the league starts, someone was mentioning that Topaz, the first game of the highlights that we were watching, they are picking all meta champs. What's up with that?
Right. Well, I believe the word used was boring.
Boring. Yeah, they did say boring. In spite of the fact there were some complaints to boring, like saying Fiddlesticks top, which we've seen.
That's fair. That's fair. Is
Fiddlesticks that different from Zyra? They might both be made of. They both could have a corn husk skin. If they were going Iowa League of Legends champs.
I can see I can see how they both have some sort of they could both have potentially a farm or
Yeah.
plant theme. Yeah, yeah, because he's a scarecrow. I believe he actually is a scarecrow in one of the
Yeah, he
skins, right?
is.
Yeah.
He is. Yes. Okay, we're coming up with the new with the new League of Legends skin, which is Farmville. Farmville Legends. Okay. We
Farmville.
are waiting just on a few players, but you know, we don't have champions, most picked and most banned to talk about. But next week, we're going to have something super interesting for you all. How about a game show to start the stream? I'll keep most of the details hidden as we're getting it ready, but we've been cooking up some really interesting things because like, I don't know about you, but I plan to be here at the very least and invite some of the Pearl, Ruby, and Topaz players for the invitationals. Will you be?
Yeah.
You're still going to be around?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Good.
I'll be around. Of course,
I
wouldn't
didn't
miss it
mean
for
that
the
you're
world.
going to pass away or anything. I just
Well,
your
I mean,
interest.
that thought didn't enter my brain until now.
Good. Because you were like, I'll be around. What are you talking about? Just that you were interested in it still.
Let me make sure. Yeah, no,
I'm there.
I'm good.
The window. It's me.
Speaking of which, somebody was asking about my cat in the stream. Last week he was sick and sleeping. But this week he's better, but I think he's still asleep. So he may or may not. You'll know when he makes his presence known. His butt will be front and center.
Yeah, it's like he knows the camera is there and that people are watching. And even if the camera was there, if people were not watching, do you think he would be putting that up there?
No. Well, sometimes he likes to play like towards the end of the night, like he'll jump up on the desk, like if I'm playing a game, he'll just stand in front of the screen. I don't think he knows about the monitor, but he does take up the entire field of view.
He knows you're looking there. And he's like,
right. He knows where I'm looking, and he knows that's where he wants to be. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just saw it on stream. The face that I was making. I do love that we can kind of like pantomime faces, and then it's like, oh, that's what you were doing. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it is weird because like I see you like a couple seconds after it happens.
Yeah.
Right, and it's also only out of the corner of my eye. So
right.
Everyone's saying show cat. I'd have to go find him. I don't want to wake him up. He'll be here. Trust me.
Okay. And it seems like this might be a very quick load into our game because it seems like all of the players for our very first game, which we will be watching the Topaz League first, just to give a little summary of what we're going to see. Topaz. So these are the Emerald and above players. We've got Diamonds. We've got Masters. We've got Grandmasters. We've got a former Challenger player in the Topaz League as well. And then
we've got the Thresh mains.
And the Thresh mains, yes. I mean, always we're gonna see Thresh banned or picked in this league. Thresh just does everything.
Are we as far as I know, at least on the stream, Thresh is still undefeated in Topaz, yeah?
Yes, at least on stream. I'm pretty sure that Thresh is still undefeated generally, but of course we couldn't see the past 2 weeks of games that we didn't watch on stream. But in my heart of hearts and mind of minds, I know that Thresh lives on in the Mr. 100 zone.
Yes, Sneak 100.
Yeah. Did you ever play? I don't know if that's a term outside of my TFT friends, but Mr. 100 is like when you have 100 health in TFT, and so that means you haven't lost.
Oh, I didn't know that was I never knew that term. I was saying Sneak 100 just because, and I don't really even know what it's from, but I actually this is something nobody even asked about, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
I once made the front page of Reddit because I lost my remote. And the remote was in a
unique experience.
Exactly. Well, and the remote was lost in such a way where I took a picture of it. When I found it, it looked like it was like part of the AC adapter that it was on, and like it was just like super. It was like super hidden, and the top like everybody just commented sneak 100. Like there were like
Oh yes, like
150.
Skyrim. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what I was referencing. I didn't know about that. And we
yeah.
got a ready from
Okay,
the
we're
Topaz.
ready. So is stream. Okay, so we are so excited because we are going to be watching the game that is led by River Otter's team. As we were saying, the Threshmane themselves. Let's head on over to the first ban phase as we are getting
what's
right
the
into
over-
it.
What's the over-under you think on Thresh getting banned here?
Okay, I thought it was going to be the very first ban, but instead we've got an Anivia ban coming out. And, you know,
They may be giving a false sense of hope.
yeah, that's possible. Let me go into who we have here on each team. So we see on the left side, oh, there's the Thresh ban, because we know that River Otter is on the red side here. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make sure. Jin's Jorts will be on the blue team, and the red team is Belveth's Brats. I know that the program that I use to get the subtitles for the highlights loves the word Belveth's Brats. It has turned it into 20 different words over the course of this.
Well, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think you should let the typos reign free and see.
They're terrible. They're terrible. Sometimes I let them free because I'm like so done with editing them, but they're terrible. Okay, we've got our first pick after we've got Anivia, Thresh, and Urgot banned against Belveth's Brat, and then in return, got Smoldering of Fury and Dr. Mundo again banned from the Topaz League. But Vayne is going to be our first.
Everyone is demanding cat, so I'm gonna go find the cat.
Show cat.
Show cat, and you guys get to see.
You're excused.
Yep.
All right, and while we're waiting for cat, we see it's classic Vayne against Jinx. Both ADCs have been revealed, but have they? Because this may be Sean Grew flexing Vayne in the top lane. We will have to see, as we don't have that much information yet, do we?
Cat is not upstairs. Got to go downstairs.
Uh-oh, okay. We're traversing the levels.
Levels being traversed.
Okay, we've got Jinx and Lulu. So we are seeing River Otter on Lulu. All right.
I can't interrupt this. I'm going to, though.
What, is a grooming session happening for the cat?
No, they were just kind of like sleeping together like a yin yang.
Oh, it's so cute. All right, and we have Nami to support either that Vayne or another ADC that may be coming out. Rather than Ginger Oxide on Vayne, we may be able to see who is joining Nami in the bot lane. Will it be that Vayne, or will there be another ADC?
Here we go.
Oh, there we have Gragas. Oh, Quark. He's so you lifted him up in his exact position he was laying in, didn't you? I can see he was still curled.
I carried him up the stairs. There we go. Cat! Exactly. El Cato.
There we go.
Now I've got his attention.
Yeah, now he's going to be on revenge. On a hunt for revenge. In whatever way possible. Okay, in the meantime, we've had Malphite to potentially go against this Gragas. But again, blue side has the flex power here. I mean, maybe so for red side as well with Malphite, but Vayne and Gragas could be switching positions here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, Link's Juju.
Oh, and you know, there's proof right there. We see the Malphite comes out. What was that? Link's Juju.
Combined Lulu and Jinx.
Oh, I see. Links and Juju.
That's why I was laughing so hard.
I was like, I'm sure that means something, and I'll get back to there. I'll get back to that.
No, I was trying to say Link's. Oh my god. I was trying to say Jinx and Lulu is a great combo, but apparently I can't speak.
isn't a great combo, you're saying?
Is a great
Oh,
is
I
a great
agree.
combo.
I agree. It is extremely powerful to
But I,
protect the
but
Jinx
I,
comp.
but I spent 20 minutes saying what I don't even know what I said, but it's anyway. We're
All
back
right.
to bands. We got Silas and J4 and Kale and Syndra.
Yeah. So we see both teams seem to be uncertain or ready to ban the extra flex champions that exist there. We saw the Malphite come out. They already know Gragas is on blue side, right? And they still go for the Silas ban. Because the last thing they want is, whether it's Silas mid, top, jungle, for Silas to get a Malphite ult is just too ridiculous. Silas to get a Lulu ult as well is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think Silas, no matter whose ult he gets, is annoying.
It's
I
like,
know,
whose ult do I want him to have? Elise? Nidalee? Jace?
right?
Like things that
Right.
are very contextualized to the champions.
Maybe Teemo. I would be okay with
Mm.
a Teemo ult, but then you have to worry about the stupid shrooms everywhere, right?
Those are gonna be some powerful shrooms. He's cooking them up in the kitchen.
That's true.
All right, and then for Tiddlywink, oh, it looks like, you know, I have no idea where Tiddly is in this map, but it looks like Xin Zhao will be played by Bormillion in this comp, as
Ooh,
well as we've got Gragas top.
I believe that's 2 weeks in a row we've got a Bormillion Shinzao, right?
Yes, yeah. We saw Xin Zhao come out last week in the game that Quaib just ran away with just a little bit.
So I don't know, it could have been my friend messing with me, but I have a friend who's Chinese, and he said that it's pronounced Shin because there's no Zin in the Chinese language.
That's true. It would be Shin. Yeah. It would be
So
Shin Zhao.
Yeah, he might have said that too, but I was more confused by the X, and that's what I remembered. So
Yeah.
I thought, I'm not trying to correct you or anything like that, but I
Oh.
feel smart in actually knowing one thing.
Yeah, that's great. Savory says we're in a very Chinese time of our lives, so we will be referring to Xin Zhao. And I wish I knew the tones as well. You know, Chinese is their tonal languages. Right. So I wish I knew that, but unfortunately, we'll get to that very Chinese time of our lives right after we wait in this spectator zone. But first, while we've got a minute and a half or a little bit more than that, what do you think of these comps, Mike?
Comp wise, oh, it's the coin flip. If that Vayne gets fed, that's a problem, right? Lissandra can be everywhere and kind of ruin any team fight. Malphite, same thing. You got Jinx and Lulu, which is also a problem. Victor with the range on his ult. I'm gonna have to lean towards. Man, this is a tough one. I will go with the Lulu side because you're mitigating damage instead of replacing health loss.
Sure. Yep. I think
I like that.
You're right that blue side has the engage comp, maybe. Maybe even a little more than red side, where it looks like red side's winning play is on reaction, is on the counter gank, being able to be there after some resources from blue side have already been committed. But with a protect the Jinx comp, I think it's completely negated by a champion like Lissandra, or Gragas, if he's able to knock Jinx towards them. Because Lissandra ulting the Jinx, that is just, or ulting the Lulu even, is so much pressure.
Well, and it just changes a team fight so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them, right? Shinzao, the being able to get in and ult and I believe his ult. I guess I don't know his ult. Moves people around, right? Pushes them away.
Yeah, what his ult does is the last person he has attacked becomes his like dueled target, and everyone else who is affected by his ult gets pushed away. So it's essentially him creating like a duel area with his ult target.
Gotcha. So yeah, again, Vayne Condemn, Nami Bubble, they're really controlling. Their goal is to really control or to move the fight around or slow them down so that they can't respond in the way that they normally would. Whereas on the other side, like you said, protect the Jinx comp.
Yeah. And you know what? I also know a little bit of insider information. Vermilion on Xinjiao hates Lulu with a passion. And I happen to be one of the people who has played against River Otter's Lulu in Topaz. And I know that there's almost a meme that Lulu is the easiest champion to play in Challenger. Because half of the people who are in Challenger playing Lulu don't deserve to be there because they're Lulu mains. Maybe that's like a little meme among people who are a little hateful to the Enchantress side. But that, you know, is a real stereotype. But River Otter makes Lulu look like it requires a lot of skill. They make Lulu look great. Okay, here we go.
So Lulu, well, and I bet you, I wonder if they're thinking right now, man, I wish I should have banned Lulu and let Thresh through. Or
yeah, I mean, it's possible because it's not that big of a difference between the skill prowess, the finesse that River Otter displays on both of them. And going back to invitationals, we might have quite a few of our invitational members on this very team. Maybe we should mark this game as a almost pseudo invitational.
I like it. See, and now look what you've made me do. Now Cork is awake and he's in between me and the screen and just staring
I see him there. He's so cute. Taking a moment to look at chat. Hard to watch League with Cat distracting me. That's very fair. Hard to watch Cat with League distracting me. That also maybe even more valid than the first statement.
Very, very true. Truer words have never been spoken.
Right. Okay, and we are now in the game. Let's get these objective timers up here. And we're off to the races with the first game of tonight. We are watching the Topaz League in week 7. All right. We've got Jin's Jorts versus Belvet's Brats. Okay, we've already got pings to get vision on the map. This is Topaz, ladies and gentlemen. We are not playing around. Oh, yeah.
Going in and getting punished by the gay girl.
Oh my gosh, 4 stacks. Oh, and that's the 5th stack. That bleed may be the killing blow on, and Vermilion dies. And first blood goes over to Gay Grill as both junglers have lost their flash, and Vermilion didn't even get the ward that he wanted in the enemy side. And now Tiddly is also going to suffer for that as they suffered a lot of bleed damage as well. Wow.
And we got a comment from the chat. Savory says, "Wow, I'm gagged."
I am also gagged a little bit. I'm gagged and gooped.
It's not normally this early in a Topaz game. You see first blood.
Yes, and especially one that seems like it could be so pivotal to the game, where jungler and mid need to be strong in order to apply the pressure evenly throughout the map. But without Lissandra, without Xinjiao having that lead to affect some change on these lanes, it may be Jinx and Lulu's time to just scale into infinity.
Right, and it's like an 800 goldish lead, right? So, can they catch up?
Yeah, I mean, this game, it's not gonna be a long game necessarily, but relative to 2 minutes, they've got so much time.
Oh yeah. There's a lot can happen, right?
And games are not always spelled out at the first minute.
That's true, and red team's being very aggressive, which might make for an easy gank from the Shinzao.
Yeah. I mean, of course he's gotta make sure he gets through his clear first, but it looks like Darius, they're both just getting to the second part of their clear. Yeah, so no tempo truly lost on Xinjiao's part.
And Tiddlywink playing with fire and low health against that pickup, going for a recall.
Yeah, I mean, with Ignite in the mid lane, you really need to make sure that you have the health in order to fight, especially when you might think that the enemy jungler is afoot, because then you're not even going to be able to last long enough for your Ignite to matter. Oh my goodness, the Deathfire touch out from Ixedos' Victor is extremely oppressive.
Darius is coming in for a gank
Okay.
bot lane. Blue team sees it, successfully bubbles, and they just poke away that gank on River Otter as Lulu just takes a couple of
rockets to the face.
Yeah, rockets to the face.
Yeah, I mean, that bubble was easy. Oh, there we go. A nice little 3-proc from that Vayne. Ginger Oxide getting some good damage onto the rush. There we see the difference between a jungler with flash and a jungler without flash. Ooh, beautiful bubble from Twice Master as Ginger Oxide looks to do some damage to River Otter, but River Otter makes it back to their turret safely.
Malphite forcing a flash out of Gragas. And back.
Yeah, so as long as there's no flashes on the junglers, I think the laners are feeling pretty safe into Darius especially, because where is the gap closer on this champion as long as, you know, there's the Rectrix already built by Darius, which gives that extra bit of move speed, but it's no dead man's plate. It's no ghost, it's no flash.
Right, and he's got the pull, but he's got to get close enough to use the pull, right?
Yeah.
So, and if they're pushing, that's going to be warded, and it's Topaz.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. Slice Master's bubble lands onto Jinx as the rush is taking quite a bit of damage. Slice Master and Ginger Oxide applying really great pressure in this lane, in spite of the fact that they were just pushed in to their turret. Nothing has changed in the lane besides maybe having a little bit of more levels. Okay, here we have Gay Grill coming in onto Shangru as a Remirep is looking to get the slow off with their Q, but Shangru able to E right back to their turret. Gragas escapes successfully.
And that's the perfect escape from Darius, right? Gragas has a perfect ability for it. As a matter of fact, they all do.
Okay, Gay Grill not ready to give up on this as Shangru, facing a freeze in their lane, has to deal with the fact that Gay Grill is not going to let up on them. Now level 6 though. Okay, the Malphite ult comes out onto Gragas as Darius re-enters the scene. The ult comes out from Gragas to push them just away, just a little bit. And how will Shangru get out of this? The E comes out onto Gragas as Bormillion is here for the counter gank. Lands the W onto Gay Grill, and now the Q comes out from Bormillion. The kill, return kill onto Gay Grill. There is a TP coming into the lane, but not before Tiddlywink on Lissandra will get the kill onto Remirep. The ult from Lissandra comes out onto Ixedos, and now it is just a mid lane battle in the top lane. Tiddly forced to flash away, and looks like that is the end of that skirmish in the top lane.
It was a great counter gank on Bormillion's part.
Yes, absolutely. A 1 for 2, which is, you know, great in this world, especially after losing some tempo in that first jungle skirmish.
Great in any world, but especially in this one.
Yeah. And now it doesn't look so strange. The scoreline of early game, just 2-2. This is a real competitive match that we're gonna see.
Yep, blue team's still a little bit behind on gold, but nothing too bad anymore. They seem to have closed that gap pretty well.
Okay.
But Malphite's still giving Gragas some trouble as they skirmish back and forth here.
Yeah, Malphite is ready to give Gragas the business, and not one that I would expect, because Gragas, of course, AP champion, and Malphite typically wanting to skirmish with the AD auto attackers, but looks like a Remirep is putting Shangru back down into their turret. Okay.
And all lanes seem to be about, you know, center mass, except for top lane here, which is slightly pushed. Well,
that was a scary Q from Shangru's Gragas, as if that Q landed, this Malphite would not have this shield regenerating, as it's an out-of-combat shield. And then, who knows, maybe the ult would have come out. That looked very dangerous for a Remirep. Oh, and just like here, let's see. Will Shangru, is Shangru willing to take this, as now Remirep and Shangru both have their ults back up? All right, looks like we are back in it as now both epic monsters, the first varieties, are on the map. As we got the Rift Herald at the top lane. Vermilion looking for Ixetos here. Ixetos' E comes down, but Tiddlywink will ult, and it looks like Ixetos is going to fall to Xin Zhao as Vermilion gets a successful gank off. Ooh. And Chandru successfully fends away Gay Grill's gank in the top lane.
A very dangerous jungle out there today.
Nope. Both junglers splitting the epic monsters. Yeah, perfect handshake happening here. As all of the grubs will head over to red side, and the first Drake of the game, the Ocean Drake, will be taken successfully by Jin's Jorts.
This bot lane is almost dead even, right? Like they, I mean, there's back and forth, right? But it looks pretty even at this point.
Yeah, the only difference is back timings, and we can see the importance of those back timings as Vayne got that BF sword and Jinx only a pickaxe, which could make the difference. So we've got skirmishes all around the map. The Rush forced and pinned to their turret as Vermilion has been taking the bot side jungle of red side, and Gay Grill has been returning the favor. They are just exchanging jungles entirely.
Second handshake. An honor among junglers.
You're right, another handshake.
I'm kind of surprised Darius isn't going in for the gank here.
Well, yeah, very close to the turret in both sides. The bot side where Vermilion's Xin Zhao was very close to their turret, and Gragas as well.
Yeah, I just meant the Malphite was getting low. He could have baited it.
That's true. It's scary when your laners are this low. Oh, okay, here we go. Tiddlywink going in for the ult on Ixetos, but Tiddlywink will get stunned in the process, but Vermilion and Tiddlywink will knock down Ixetos in the process.
Gay Grill coming in on missing his pull, unfortunately, coming in on the Vayne.
Okay, and with that, Vermilion will head on to Gay Grill with the WE, and Gay Grill getting the Lulu ult and a Q off to heal himself just a little bit, but Gay Grill, she will fall to Ginger Oxide.
Yeah, that was just a really good engage on Vermilion's part, right? Like, caught him just out of place at the right time, and it was a really good... Oh! Okay. Get a flash from Malphite as Gragas, not really in a condition to chase, but almost gets that kill on Malphite.
Yeah, that empowered auto from the Gragas W was coming out to Malphite, so pretty smart on Remaref's part to get away and regain that out-of-combat shield. Okay, we're back into the lull of this game as we see Gragas, Chandru TPing up top to collect this wave, but there's no TP in response from Remaref, but we'll see if that will lead to any plates being taken for Chandru. That might be the gold lead that they need in the top lane to push their advantage.
Yeah, blue team's really turning this around, right? Like they started this game at like 30 seconds being 800 gold down. Now they're almost 2 grand up.
Okay, tried and true gank from Vermilion onto Tiddlywink's lane here as another Lissandra Frozen Tomb gets onto Victor. Here we have Gay Grill. Yumu's being popped onto Gragas as, oh, the Malphite ult comes out. The Darius E collects Chandru and the ult comes out and Gay Grill dunks Gragas. Oh, here we have...
And that's the gap closer you were looking for.
Yes, and Tiddlywink and Vermilion are here to collect and make it a 1-for-1 in the top lane, and ultimately a 2-for-2, counting the gank from mid lane. It's these plays. Pushing people out of the lanes, getting the rotations that really separates some of the strategy here.
Right, and it's, I mean, we're really seeing the blue team's comp, at least early game, seems to be doing them a solid, right? The engage comp, they can't disengage as well as I think they had hoped.
Yeah, and with Malignance already out for Lissandra, we're seeing it was just a little bit ago that Victor ult came out, or that ult onto Victor came out, and already Lissandra's ready for another gank, another ult onto Victor if possible. So while Ixedos has a pretty spectacular lead on CS in lane, it's anytime Bormillion is ready in the mid lane, seems to be. Okay, here we go. The ult comes out from Shangru, and a Remorev will fall to that last auto. Beautifully done by Shangru. And we're seeing the pings come out. Okay, here we have, looks like Slice Master, Ginger Oxide, and Bormillion are looking for something here as Slice Master lands the bubble onto River Otter. Ginger Oxide headed in. The ult comes out as Bormillion is coming around the side and gets onto River Otter. River Otter forced to transmogrify themselves, and it looks like now they will be on the defense as this TP is coming down from a Remorev who happens to have ult, but there's just a disengage as Bormillion is still in this fight. Polymorph comes out from Lulu, and now without that resource, Bormillion gets onto the rush. The ult comes out from Malphite. Bormillion able to push Malphite back into this lane, but Tiddlywink is here, ready to ult. And let's see. The
Victor comes in. Victor comes in behind him, gets some lasers as Bormillion goes back in, gets polymorphed, and falls. Or that was Lissandra. Falls to the red team.
Yes, and not before, but yeah, and right after Bormillion gets the return pill onto Ixedos' Victor. It is a 1-for-1, but in such a way that blue team is left feeling dominant over the lane and will secure this Chemtech Drake quite easily.
My eyes played a trick on me there. I got Bormillion and Lissandra confused.
Yeah, all good.
Nothing to do with the cat in my face.
Okay. That was a really nice TP by Remorev to join the fight here. Unfortunately, it looked like there was a little bit of miscoordination as they weren't really sure whether to go in exactly on Bormillion or whether to try and disengage. As, you know, it's another handshake. Gay Grill does secure the Rift Herald and is now looking top lane for something. Okay, perhaps sensing that Bormillion is near the mid lane, Gay Girl drops this Rift Herald to help Ixedos take this turret. And here we'll see whether Bormillion will be here in time to help with any re-engage. Oh, the mid lane turret will stay up.
It's surprising. I thought they were going to get it, but Lulu's on the way up to ward, I'm guessing.
Yes, and there, red team will destroy the first two turrets as Jinx has also taken the first tier 1 turret in the bot lane. Okay, Shangru looking to equalize with his own turret in the top lane, but unfortunately Remorev is keeping him away.
Yeah, and that turret only has a couple of hits left on it, so he doesn't need much.
Yeah,
Malphite knows if he leaves, that turret's gone.
Yeah, maybe one auto right here. There you go, with the that new system. It's like every turret is demolishable.
Yeah, I forget what it's called now, the growth? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not familiar with the name either. Okay, and with these objectives, it is somewhat even with objectives. 1 Rift Herald and 3 Grubs taken by the red team, Belveth Sprats, as we've got the Chemtech and Ocean Drake on the blue team, Jin's Jorts. Here we have Gay Grill popping that Yumu's. Oh, but is knocked away by that cask, the thrown cask by Gragas. Explosive cask.
Is that his ult? That's not his ult.
Yeah. Okay. We've still got...
He can get away whenever he wants.
Yeah, Victor looking pretty confident in spite of the fact that he is 0, 4, and 2, but, you know, has been dominating this lane. It's just been the ganks and these fights that have left him with a gray screen. So, compared to Ginger Oxide and Swice Master on Vayne and Nami, he feels pretty comfortable pushing into that lane. Okay, but now he is alone as Bormillion, Swice Master, and Tiddlywink are here. Oh, but the TP will come down, and now blue team is the one being assaulted as the Lulu ult and Malphite ult come out to stun lock Tiddlywink and Vermilion, but Gay Grill might be the first one targeted down as Ginger Oxide gets the kill there. But Tiddlywink will also fall to Malphite, not before Jinx. The rush will fall as well, and River Otter running for their life, but Ginger Oxide will secure the kill there as Ixedos is now the next target.
Look at all those knockups, right? The knockup after knockup after knockup after CC. Red team really had 4 million gets Malphite. Red team really had used all of what they could have used to disengage to engage and hopefully win, which would have worked if blue team just wasn't so good at responding, unfortunately.
Uh-oh, the misclick on that auto from Ginger Oxide made it so that they could not secure the kill onto Ixedos, but this is a pretty dominant position for blue team. Like you said, it is about... red team, you spelled it out perfectly, Mike, is seemingly all about disengage or the re-engage when blue team has already shot their shot, but when they engage, it didn't look like they had enough damage to finish what they started.
Yeah, maybe it just came down to sight, right? Like maybe they didn't know that the rest of the team was there, and that's why they did all that. But looks like Darius has some issues here.
Oh, the ult coming out onto Shangru instead of Bormillion makes it so that Gay Girl does not secure a kill here, and Bormillion may be able to make it out safely as the rush is now falling. Tiddlywink gets that kill onto Gay Grill and onto the rush, and now blue team is in a completely dominant position as Ginger Oxide is able to chase down Ixedos, and that is a full ace right before this Soul Point Dragon.
So Savory in the chat has said, why can't I get men to chase me like blue team chases red team?
Well, you know, red team looks very vulnerable. Perhaps Savory, there's something to be said about making yourself vulnerable and, dare I say, easy, because that fight was expertly handled by Bormillion and Tiddlywink, and Swice Master, not to say Swice Master, expertly controlling the zones, making sure that the rush and River Otter could not get there to save Gay Grill.
It really was expertly played by all sides on blue team.
Yeah, it was a positioning diff in this case. Easy is not a problem for me, says Savory. Well, then you're half of the way there. We gotta get vulnerable.
I was just about to say, yeah, that's 50%. The other recommendation was vulnerable.
Okay, and here we are. We're somewhat in that low position as both teams are now going to be eyeing the Baron. Of course, blue team may have a slight advantage to the tune of 6,500 gold. But, you know, with bounties on the board and with Baron able to reduce the resistances of the champions who are taking it. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like River Otter is just inside of Vermilion, but doesn't look like we're gonna get any engage there. Yes, so perhaps red team's play, Velvet Sprats, looking for the counter. They gotta make sure that their vision is perfect on this Baron and not being taken by Swice Master, as seems like Slice Master only caught one of the 3-4 wards that red side has around the Baron pit. Yeah,
and if we get blue vision versus red vision, it looks like red has the whole thing lit up and blue not so much. I mean, I guess they got their side.
Yeah, but around the Baron pit, red team does seem a bit more prepared. As Tiddlywink, no TP, but is dedicated to this bot lane. And we'll see the clearing of wards from that scuttle. And there we see. Oh, Gay Grill manages to get behind Ginger Oxide, but Ginger Oxide getting away, potentially. The Nami ult does come down almost as a zoning tool, and it does force Gay Grill away from Ginger Oxide. Okay, that's no Yumu's on Darius.
You know the cooldown off the top of your head of Emus?
It is, let's see, 45 seconds. It's not off the top of my head, but I do know how to check at the very least.
Fair enough. That was a pop quiz. You failed.
I was gonna say 60 or 90. I'm surprised to see that it's 40. I'm not as knowledgeable there. Okay, we got Vermilion hiding in the pit, manages to get onto the rush over this wall. The Lulu ult does come out as well as the Polymorph, but it's not enough as Twice Master is there to help Vermilion get what looks to be potentially a double kill. But River Otter flashes over the wall as Sean Grew was able to beat Gay Grill out of the lane. And with no jungler, with no support, because they've used all of their resources, and no ADC, that looks like it's going to be a Baron, an easy Baron take for Jin's Jorts.
Yeah, that's red team just again, right? Just not able to respond with the disengage in the right way, unfortunately.
Yes, here we have Exetos looking for the steal, but does not secure it over that 1400 smite on Vermilion. Okay, we don't have Baron steals today, although, you know, my heart skips a beat when I see that there's a mage casting a spell into one of the epic monster pits.
My claim to fame is one time, 2 games in a row, I stole Baron with Nami ult.
Nami, I was about to say, I think I've heard this story before. Okay, Tiddlywink
Shut up
ulting
about
immediately onto Gay Grill, and then Vermilion with the Nami ult behind him, able to secure that kill. No need to shut up, Mike, you're all good. I do love that story. Okay, Vermilion then onto River Otter immediately. Wow.
No, I said I don't shut up about it. I love telling that story.
Okay, I thought you said I'll shut up about it, and I was like, oh no, there's no need for that.
No, I know that. I wouldn't shut up anyway.
John Drew looking to outplay Ixetos, and Ixetos with the flash. Oh, but it is not enough as there is so much tankiness on Sean Grew that 1v1 completed.
That Jinx ult narrowly misses Gragas, saving his life.
Now here we go, Remiref looking for a desperate play onto Ginger Oxide and Slice Master on this turret to try to protect it, but unfortunately, you know, for a Remiref, that is not enough damage to really get Ginger Oxide out of here. The bubble comes out onto River Otter, and with that W from Tiddlywink, River Otter will fall as Remiref condemned into that wall. This looks like it may be the end of the game, as there are only 2, soon to be 3 members of the red team available to defend this base, as Jin's Jorts is pushing with Baron minions.
And the 3 of them are sitting there waiting, hoping that they have a chance to do something under turret, but
the Gragas ult comes
unable
out.
to do so.
Yeah. And then Tiddly's ult comes out again, and we see Vermilion not even really necessary for the end of this game, as Tiddlywink, John Grew, Vermilion, Ginger Oxide, and Swice Master will take the first game of Week 7. Jin's Jorts taking the victory here.
Jin's Jorts. It was a good game. Yeah, we had, I mean, I was wrong, right? I picked the other comp.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, oh, we are stuck just for a second there. Let's see if we could go to somewhere where we have a little bit more information. That was weird, right?
Angry there.
You did look angry.
I wasn't.
I'm gonna go right back to see if we are still frozen on that one, so we are not going back there. It is not allowed anymore.
If you ever want to just talk to Angry Mike, just go back over there.
Great. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been taking stock of the past few weeks of Topaz, and there's a story here about a player who has been weak-sided, a player who has put up with some of the most oppressive top lane mains in Topaz, and a player who has grown exponentially into being the strong side, and that is Sean Grew.
Yeah, Shangru had a lot of good plays, and look at his damage. Like he out damaged everybody. Um, yeah, I think yeah, if we're gonna pull someone in for an interview,
Yeah, let me
let's
ask if
see
Sean is
if we have
available to
time.
come on the stream. All right. I mean, you were just saying that you were wrong about this team. So, I mean, I think we were right in saying what the win conditions were for each side. It just was about maybe red side wasn't able to achieve their win condition here, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, like you said, it was the protect the Jinx comp, which unfortunately they just weren't able to do.
Hello.
Hello
Hello.
and welcome to the stream, Sean Grew.
Thank you, thank you.
And congratulations. That was a really fun game, and you had some really amazing plays in there. I'm happy to have you on the stream.
I appreciate it. I'm honestly, I'm happy I got to play some Gragas and get actual plays in, especially against Malphite top. Sometimes it's hard to do, but it worked.
Yeah, and so I don't know if you heard my preamble on stream, but we've been watching some of your games, Sean, and dare I say that there have been some games where you've been weak-sided, right?
Yeah, that's saying it nicely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be euphemistic, but this game you
No,
really
it's all
showed up
good.
and showed out, and so
But
I'm thinking, what? How did you feel? What was different about this game?
Honestly, I kind of from the start of seeing Malphite being picked, and I was trying to play more for the team. So I was playing more of like a pre-pick Gragas to see if I can actually just scale and be more team oriented for fights. And I'm actually happy they picked Malphite because I can then go for a scaling late game and basically no interactions and farming, which I love doing. So it kind of worked out that way. And also, I think the builds against Gragas often, if you don't go magic resist, you actually can get hurt a lot more than you expect, even as a
Yeah.
tank. So I'm very lucky didn't rush Merc Treads. Otherwise, I would not be playing the same, but I'm happy it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was going to bring up as well, right? Like that he really bullied you around at the beginning, and it probably felt really good to actually just turn it around on him when he overextended a little bit, and you slapped him
Yeah,
down.
definitely. I'm the type of player who usually loses early but wins late game. Like that's my play style. I'm more of a scaler. And I don't know why, even though I know the early game well, I usually play kind of in that style of just farm,
Sure.
get plates, not even kills. And usually my KD is not that good. Um, but I usually just go for gold based, and I'm happy it worked out. I honestly have not been playing as much recently, so I'm surprised it went as well as it did because I thought it'd be a lot more rusty. But it really worked out with the engage plays, the rotation, and my team was great comms, really working together well and coming back from an early deficit. So it was really fun.
All right.
Well,
Well,
the early deficit. I had a question about the early deficit.
Yeah.
Was did Bormillion say that's the last time I die or something? Because it seems like he just was on a mission after that to ruin everybody's day.
So I actually think Vermilion, very strong mental, very great player, a great jungler, and I think jungle is such a strong role that I'm happy to have Vermilion on my team because overall the way I saw it was early the Darius actually started with E to get the kill to ensure the kill happened, but then Vermilion told me that the wave clear without Q or W is so bad on Darius that it actually let him get tempo with the clear of the jungle. So it actually ended up dying for the benefit of himself long term so that he can clear
Nice,
better and take that advantage.
very nice
So
foresight.
yeah, big plays by Bormilion as well, and I'm happy. Also, the rest of my team excelled, so I'm very lucky I have a great team. But yeah,
yeah, and you have your team for 2 more games, so good luck on the next two, and have fun.
thank you, thank you. It was great talking, and I hope the stream goes great.
All right.
Everyone, go
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah. Thank you.
No
Like,
worries.
comment,
See you.
subscribe.
Yep.
All right. And so that was our first game of the night. We are going to take a short break while we diagnose that angry Mike tech issue. And then we'll be right back with the Ruby League. in a few minutes or so. So thank you all. Stay tuned.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, we are still stuck on that other screen that I tried to go to, and so we're headed here to the draft screen because we are almost ready to get into our second game of the night. It's exciting as we are waiting for the last of the Ruby players to trickle in to this game. So, the last one we're waiting for is Chef Zangy. Great, fantastic. And I'm excited because we saw some really crazy Kane plays from Chef Zangy last week. So I'm excited. I like seeing Kane plays.
Kane plays, but I think Kane will probably get banned. I think, let's see, who else? What else do we know here?
We had Dripper on Smolder last week.
I think Pinky Soup, wasn't Pinky Soup Thresh last week?
Yes, but not in the support lane, I'm pretty sure. This is Pinky Soup bringing Thresh around the world, which I always find super exciting.
Every lane.
Every lane a Thresh main.
Okay, yeah, I can dig it. And I think Silver Sam, was Silver Sam? I don't remember Silver Sam last week. I don't think we watched them last week, did we?
Yeah, I don't believe so. But they are in charge here. They do hold the crown of the start game power. So
they're large and in charge.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I know the names of these teams. As we've got Piltover Party Girls on the red side. Piltover Party Girls. And then on the blue side, who do we have? We've got Shurima Sugar Daddies once again. So we've got the Sugar Daddies against the Party Girls.
Was that on purpose? We seem to do the Sugar Daddies versus the Party Girls every week. Who won last week? Was it the Party Girls or the Sugar Daddies?
Well, good question. Let me take a look real quick at the highlights. That'll tell me everything I need to know. Not that I didn't watch them, but that I am confused as to which team was which. And we'll see how coordinated.
I was just curious because it could be the what do you call it? The World Championship.
Yep. So we did have Shurima's Sugar Daddies with Chef Zangy, Dripper, Pinky Soup, and Little Nikki in the winning side there. So, you know, once again, Chef Zangy and Dripper showing up on the right side of things, on the Shurima Sugar Daddy side of things.
Sugar Daddies versus Party Girls.
Yeah. Okay. And we are ready. The stream is ready for this. And I'm excited. I don't have any illusions about who will win from side to side just yet. But of course, the comps matter so much. And I feel like both of us have gotten a lot better sense of who is going to win or have a tough time just based off the comp alone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of coordination that happens in all leagues, right? That that just doesn't necessarily happen in solo queue because everybody's on voice.
Yeah. I mean, even in solo queue, I've seen it be said that so many games are won or lost in the draft screen in the lobby.
That's very true too.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
Last week, maybe.
I panic picked Yumi top.
I knew you were going to say Yumi somewhere, but I thought you were going to say jungle.
That would be bad too.
Yeah, that one too. Yep, same.
There's not many champions that I can successfully say would be bad at every lane except support. Except their true lane, and one would be Yumi.
Yes. Have you heard of this concept of league lobbies terminating in ranked because people choose troll picks? That this is a new function that has been instituted in League of Legends?
What do you mean terminating?
Like
stopping?
The moderators of League of Legends can end a lobby and penalize a player who is purposefully trolling their team before the game even starts.
That's good.
It's good, yes, but sometimes I see screenshots on Twitter where I'm thinking to myself, I agree with this person. How did this lobby not get terminated? Where like some do and some don't, so I have no idea
But like,
what the real.
what other champion aside from Yumi, like going jungle, would you assume somebody is trolling? Because we saw in
Soraka
Topaz.
maybe.
I guess Soraka would be a good one too. But Soraka, I've actually seen a Soraka top. I guess it's been old Soraka. Never mind.
Yeah, the lane is a little different too because you don't have to hit the monsters. Like it's the minions do half of the CSing for you. Let's not forget, because they're autoing each other. There's no
Right.
help in the jungle except for your little pet, and they're not doing all that much.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Soraka in the jungle would be bad. Nami in the jungle would be bad. But even then, I mean, her ganks I could at least kind of see, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. She
'Cause,
uses her
you know,
abilities and then has to leave the lane.
I mean, it's a stretch,
Yeah.
right? But it's there.
But if someone's going into your ranked game and you see them pick Karma jungle, I think you are instantly saying, I gotta go. Or
That's
Zillion
right.
jungle, you're like, this has to be terminated now.
Terminate this. Ooh, I lost the stream.
Oops. Oh, I'm trying to get the League of Legends client back up, but it doesn't seem to want to come out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why that was delayed for a second, but we are into the draft finally, and the first ban will be Echo, which, who knows, that targeted Echo ban may be hitting Skippy McSkipper on the red side. Then we've got Dripper's Jin banned out.
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
Okay, Dr. Fox not able to play Master Yi. And then, of course, neither of them will be able to, but I'm not sure if Chef Zangy really wanted to. And then we've got the Morgana
Right.
ban.
I'm sure he wanted the option.
Who doesn't like options? Okay, I know
That's
that's Skippy McSkipper being
Akshan.
banned out of Akshan.
Aurora, Morgana. Was Morgana? I think Morgana was one of the ones the last time we had a Ruby champion stats. I think she was one of the ones on the higher list. if memory
Absolutely.
serves.
Yep. If she's wearing a long flowy dress and she's looking good in it, she's probably one of the champions that Ruby wants to play. I'll just put that out there.
My other cat, Mythos, keeps coming up here and tapping me on the shoulder, and I'm trying to pick him up. He does not like being held, but I'm trying to get him for the stream.
Aw. How heavy is Mythos?
He's actually lost a lot of weight. He is now Mythos the White instead of Mythos the Wide.
Oh, that's good. He's returning to his Istari colors instead
That's
of
right.
his Silmarillion size.
He fought a Balrog, fell into a pit, and emerged Mythos the White.
Yeah. Was it a like pit with like an exercise room in it?
No, he actually Quark. The introduction of Quark. Quark, I believe, eats most of his food.
Oh, okay. And so like
we
Mythos
may
has to
have-
run really fast to the bowl now to get some food.
You can hear the automatic feeder when it goes off. No matter where he's at in the house, you can just hear Mythos like running, like booking it. Like if he's like normally he's waiting right there, but if he is distracted, you'll just see him just like run up the stairs.
He's like, oh no, I don't have much time. Okay, so on back to drafts. Interestingly enough,
Yeah,
blue
sorry.
side. No, you're all good. Blue side gets first pick, right? So we see Thresh picked away from Pinky Soup on Piltover Party Girls, and instead
Firefly.
it's going over to Lick and Stick to play. And we've got Shark Attack picking Smolder up for Dripper, so we've got Thresh and Smolder in the bot lane. And once again, Kayn. Chef Zangy on Kayn to round out the first set of picks.
I was gonna predict a Kayn ban.
It was pretty strong. But maybe with Aatrox in the mix, Senna is the only ranged champion currently on Piltover Particles. We may get a red Cane, a Rost transformation.
Well, and we have it's a smolder. It's a smolder thresh, right? So they want this game to last just a little bit, at least enough for her to get her stack.
Yeah, and there we see Piltover Party Girls banning another scaling champion, not allowing Syndra into the game for fear that if it does go long and you've got Syndra, Smolder, and Thresh, that's way too many stacks on one team.
And do you believe that the Senna Thresh, I'm sorry, a Senna Twain on the red side?
It could be, but I know that Ruby likes to play Swain in the top lane, and so we might be seeing Swain mid or top. They like the solo lane Swain.
Fair enough.
But who knows? That might be Pinky Soup's. Pinky Soup likes to play a hook champion. I know that from watching them play Thresh. And Swain has a claw. Claw is kind of like the hook.
Yeah. And it goes through minions.
That's right. At least on the way out.
Fair. Yeah, on the way back, yeah.
Okay, and we've got Galio and Poppy as the last two bans, trying to ban out a jungle and a mid laner for... So we see maybe they do suspect that it is Swain support, and maybe it is after seeing Vex come out for the mid lane choice.
Right, what could be left? I guess the jungler, I guess it could. I doubt it's Aatrox jungle, but it could be.
Yeah, scary times if we are seeing Aatrox jungle. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. I've seen it even in ranked, in Masters and Diamond lobbies. So,
yeah,
so
I haven't
possible.
seen it in recent times, but I have seen it.
Yeah. When they started adding all of the top laners to the jungle list, like when Teemo jungle, Malphite jungle, Darius jungle started becoming popular, I also saw Aatrox and Zehen in that jungle lineup.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. We've got a top laner who might not be a top laner on Shurima Sugar Daddies, as we've got another mage in the top lane. Let's see.
They could be switching it up, and they could be taking the Thresh top.
Even then,
right?
with Mel or Ahri support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's what's happening. I just...
No, you're right. So maybe you're right that we're seeing Aatrox jungle here, because could it be Yorick in the jungle? I don't know how that will work with his Graves, because I think his Graves rely upon minions. But this is very interesting. Of course, we've got Senna ADC, or maybe Swain APC with Senna support. The options and the flexes that exist now in League, in modern League of Legends, truly remarkable.
Anything could happen.
Especially in a game like this, where it is the 7th week out of 8 for our CMSA week, season 2 of 2026. This might be the time. I've had some players message me and say, "Hey, I'm busting out the crazy picks. Hey, I'm really vying to be in the invitational." So we'll see.
They need bragging rights, right?
And what better bragging rights than, "Hey, I bet you didn't even know this champion could go into this lane before I beat you with it."
Like Yuumi jungle.
Yeah. Which I will be playing shortly after this game starts. You think I'll be casting the game, but I'll be in my own ranked game on the side. And so any correlation where it seems like I'm casting this game is just happenstance.
Fair enough. Yeah, so do you think that is Mel mid or top, and or Ahri top?
I think it's Mel top, if anything.
Mel top.
And Ahri mid. Yeah.
Right.
I don't imagine it's Thresh top, only because that's Pinky Soup's tech, and would they take it exactly from them? Like to do what? To do what?
Silly.
to
You
say
silly.
I could do it better. Who wore it better is my question,
It's true. And they will always have been the first ones to have done it.
right?
Oh.
A poor
And this,
imitate. That's a setup for disaster. You're either BMing them or you're setting yourself up to be the one who wore it worse.
right? Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that and lose.
No.
Uh, what about the team comps? What are you thinking?
Well, it really depends on if this is red cane or blue cane. Because if this is red cane, I think that blue side may have a little bit of an advantage, but really it's Vex's game. No. You know what I just realized? Mel is
Oh.
the Vex counter. Vex can't use
Oh.
any abilities on Mel because she'll just end up fearing herself.
Well, she can't use that ability. She has to bait out the W, which won't necessarily work.
Right. She can't, she has to only use her Q when Mel has already been otherwise feared, or her ult when Mel has otherwise been feared or stunned.
No, wait a minute. Did Vex pick after Mel? I thought
Yes.
they
I'm
did.
pretty
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
So, with all of the dashes from RER and Kane Q, Vex might be the linchpin that saves Piltover Party Girls this game. Not exactly sure how well we're gonna see the performance of young Skippy McSkipper, but Piltover Party Girls may be relying on Skippy to be what the glue that holds this team together, so that Senna can get their stacks, so that Swain can get their stacks, and that Yorick, if it's Yorick top, can push.
It'll be the answer to the age-old question: who wins, sugar daddies or party girls?
Who has the edge in this situation?
Mighty strong words.
Okay, and we are here
Alright.
in this game. The
off.
second game of the night. We are watching the Ruby League play in week 7 of CMSA's 2026 season 2. We have, I always like to count, I mean, you know the magic numbers, 20 to 23. You gotta have 225 stacks on Smolder. But it's about getting there. It doesn't just happen. Like, you don't just win the game. Like, you can't just sit next to the minions like you can on Kale.
Right. We Walk for Miles in the chat said Thresh top supremacy.
And yeah, we do see Shark Attack playing Thresh top with Airy.
With Harry, okay.
You know, this has actually been a recent strategy in some games I've seen. Especially, I think I've seen it in pro play as well. There are so many ranged top laners, right?
Right.
The ranged top laners, their bonus is that they walk up to the ranged minions of the enemy top laner, and since the bushes are placed in such a great way in the top lane, they can sit at the minions, auto attack, and go back into the bushes for free. They get all of this pressure and all of this damage for free, and they're typically taking a lifesteal item. But if you build Bramble Vest first item, anytime they auto attack you, they're taking that Bramble Vest proc, and they're taking an Airy proc, because Airy procs on that. So it's like you're winning by not doing anything.
But only if they attack you, right?
Only if they attack you, which is kind of the conceit of range top, is that they're going to be attacking you.
Right. Right.
Oh, here we go. A beautiful pull from Pinky Soup almost takes Lick and Stick's life away, but Dripper. Oh, Firefly and Skippy McSkipper. Firefly lands the charm onto Skippy McSkipper, and now it's autos that separate this battle as Firefly gets the W off and takes first blood. Okay. Clearly, Mel, support lane Mel, does not want to go up against Vex. Oh, a beautiful double hook from Pinky Soup. Gets the double W off as well, and now Lick and Stick forced to back from this lane.
as Yorick just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and doing Yorick things.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be the war. Okay, here's my actual. Oh wow, the barrier comes out from Dripper, but with that ignite and the W from Pinky Soup, it will not be enough, and Pinky Soup takes that kill in the bot lane.
It is so easy to underestimate the range of a Swain W. And it's happened to me, and I hate the Swain W so much for
100%.
that very reason.
It's an extremely large range and only will grow as the game goes on. Here we have Chef Zangy looking with his E for a gank here as Dr. Fox PhD is coming behind for another one. The Yorick wall goes up and then down immediately as Chef Zangy just collecting stacks here. Almost losing his life though as he's forced to flash away. And this skirmish ends with not much gained, but just a flash lost on Zangy's part in exchange for some of those red souls that will allow Rost to take form. Hopefully we didn't drop off any frames there.
No, I didn't see any frame drops.
Good.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of water.
You're all good. Okay, and we are soon approaching the first appearance of our first epic monster as we're just 50 seconds off of the Drake. As we're continuing to watch this skirmish up in the top lane. As Shark Attack fending themselves off from ghouls.
It's a rough one. And as top lane is getting pushed in on blue side, their bot lane is trying desperately to push bot side in.
Okay, the root comes out onto Silver Sam's Senna as Zangy looks for something, but unfortunately no gank, no dice. So Dr. Fox PhD coming for a potential counter. Silver Sam opens up the mists. And Zangy looking for a little bit of damage here. Seems like red form is in the cards as Firefly, meanwhile, has gotten another kill in the mid lane.
How do you know he's going for red form?
Just because he's auto-attacking and attacking all of the melee champs, like focusing on getting these tiny skirmishes out, even when there's no real advantage to doing so. At least no seemingly obvious advantage. And let's see, do we see any bits of form on this? Unfortunately, we can't.
We'll be just as surprised as the rest of the world.
Yes, we will see when a form is available, but we won't see up until that point.
That Yorick is really being mean to Shark Attack.
Okay, here we have Chef Zangy looking once again for a potential gank here onto Highlight. As Shark Attack goes in, the Maiden comes out from Highlight as Chef Zangy now enters the battle and Shark Attack forced to flash out of that as Highlight now looking for the flash Q and lands it onto Shark Attack, getting that kill, but Chef Zangy will return the favor.
Yeah, and he took a tower hit in that process, which certainly didn't help.
Yes. Let's see. No form just yet for Chef Zangy, but with that, it's even closer to red form.
What timer do you look at for a form?
Oh, that really... I wouldn't... I mean, it's really important to get your form on Kayn, but I don't know what time is necessary. Firefly beautifully mixing a charm into that little skirmish against Skippy McSkipper and wins that trade. I would say probably by 10 minutes you should have your form, maybe 12 minutes.
Makes sense. I imagine it depends on which form you're going to, or how the fights go, or
and how many of each champion are in the game. Okay, Ahri with Electrocute, just able to bully this Vex through their minion wave.
Silver Sam.
Silver Sail. Oh, the Yorick wall does not contain Shark Attack, as that looked like it would have been dangerous. Here we have in the mid lane, Dr. Fox PhD looking at Firefly. Firefly knows that Dr. Fox is there, potentially waiting to cancel this back as the charm comes out, but not before Dr. Fox manages to get... Oh, Firefly with that W, but Dr. Fox will go down as Chef Zangy is there for the counter gank.
That looked like a very awkward standoff where they both knew something was about to go down, and
Yes.
they both reacted at about the same time.
Oh, here we have Skippy McSkipper TPing in, but unfortunately forced to flash away as Firefly and Chef Zangy are there waiting for the TP to arrive. I think this is a new meta, Thresh top. This is like a meta invented by the Ruby League, and I'm here for it.
It's a CMSA meta, if nothing else.
Yes. Oh,
And
uh-oh,
late.
here we go. Highlight going for a turret dive onto Shark Attack, taking 2 turret shots in the process as Chef Zangy is now here, but Shark Attack will land that. And the Senna ult will come out as Highlight kills Shark Attack, but Zangy is here, ready to ult, and Highlight is going to go down. I almost was going to eat my words there. As now,
Senna ult.
the Darken form is ready, as we're going to see Kayn return to the base and assume Rost form. Oh, or maybe not. Leaving without Rost form, as Chef Zangy might really desire blue form. Oh, nope, there he is.
Ult narrowly misses. Or did it hit him? It looked like it missed.
It hit
But it's
on the
not
side
down.
a little bit. Okay, we've got Chef Zangy hitting their form. As Dr. Fox takes the first epic monster of the game, takes the grubs without any threat of the dragon being taken. Okay, a beautiful set of stuns as Pinky Soup engages with the ult. The ignite comes onto Jerper as Pinky Soup, now ready to dive, takes Lick and Stick's life as well, as Silver Sam and Pinky Soup establish their dominance over the bot lane.
Right, and that Swain ult, takes damage but does not care.
Right.
Gets it right back.
So much healing coming out as they're draining Lick and Stick and Dripper.
What's he building? He's got Blasting Wand and a... Okay.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna see a Rylai's first item from the Swain. Those are the 3 components of Rylai's Crystal Scepter. So we've got the first full items of the game are... We've got Zangy with the Voltaic Cyclosword, and we're gonna see the effect of that Voltaic Cyclosword as Highlight is probably going to fall to this gank before he can take another life with him. Dark Attack gets that kill, as Firefly is forced to ult away from Dr. Fox and flash away from Dr. Fox PhD and Skippy McSkipper.
That's one of the problems with Yorick, right? Like, you're kind of... Your whole shtick is that you're up at their turret, just wailing on it, right? So you're going to be a prime target for ganks.
Yes. Completely, especially into a champion like Thresh who can hold you still if he lands just one ability on you.
Hold you still and move you around a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and bring you closer to his turret, which is this really scary part. Okay, Skippy McSkipper playing with fire there in the mid lane a little bit. As now Dripper seems to be doing much of the same. Wow, Zangy here behind Highlight's turret, but unfortunately stuck inside this as the Maiden is draining his HP. It looks like it's going to be a chase in this jungle as Zangy is now collapsed on by Dr. Fox PhD. Has to flash away, but Yorick flashes after him, and they will take them in the top lane as in the bot lane, Silver Sam gets a kill onto Dripper.
That was a
By
high
using
risk,
their
high
ult.
reward. Yeah. Would have been really a really nice reward if you got that kill, but unfortunately they collapsed.
Yes, and as the Maiden is still here, Shark Attack is now under the added pressure of the Maiden and the minions headed to their turret.
And Yorick knows that Zangy's not going to be coming to the rescue, right?
Right.
So...
Ooh, just barely does not get Thresh inside that wall as this Meowrick looking for even more damage. The Maiden is extremely difficult to kill.
I was just thinking to myself, that's a really cute maiden.
Yeah, it's Mythos Maiden.
It is Mythos Maiden. Exactly right.
Okay, Firefly engaging with an ult, lands the Ignite and Charm onto Skippy McSkipper as Skippy McSkipper gives up their life in a solo kill in the mid lane. Ooh! Dipper hit by that Pinky Soup E. Takes half of his HP away as Lickenstick is forced to use that reflection.
I'm kind of surprised the W missed him on the way back on the reflection.
We have Chef Zangy with a gank. Oh, unfortunately, the W does not connect for Chef Zangy. Does not deter him at all as Dr. Fox PhD is here with the counter gank. Silver Sam is going to fall first, but then so will Lickenstick as Dripper is next on the list. Pinky Soup and Dr. Fox able to collapse now on Chef Zangy as the TP is coming in from Skippy McSkipper for an assist onto Zangy, as this is going to be the first Chemtech Drake as well going to Piltover Party Girls as they have epic monster dominance. The objectives are on their side.
That teleport was unnecessary.
Unnecessary, but perhaps, you know, if there was going to be something coming out from anyone traveling to their lane, or if Ahri was on the way down, I know we could see Ahri was not, but the thought, was nice.
It proved unnecessary. Well, I shouldn't say unnecessary. Unnecessary is the wrong word. It was kind of ended up being overkill.
Yes,
but,
completely.
It also helped secure the dragon, right? I understand why they did it.
Okay, here we go. Skippy McSkipper forced away as Firefly. Ooh. Okay, that is an equal trade. Skippy McSkipper landing some clutch abilities to make sure that Firefly does not just chase them under their turret. Okay, Chef Zangy here with another gank.
Comes in and then gets stunned as he teleports back to the turret.
Yeah.
Was that teleport?
Yeah, that was teleport. Just sat there channeling teleport as Highlight knew Shark Attack had no more stuns left and Chef Zangy had already connected on Kane's only stunning ability. That was really well done by Highlight.
It was. I was just not expected.
Yeah, and they're sitting there with that TP shield that you get for teleporting in the top lane. Little extra bulk, never hurt.
Little shield never hurt nobody.
No. Unless you're playing Era Mayhem and you've got that shield hurt Sonic Boom augment. Alright, Zangy takes his first objective of the game. The Rift Herald is now squarely in the hands of Shurima Sugar Daddies.
4 million in the chat saying "big brain." I'm assuming in reference to the
the arena
Shark
augment,
Attack
right?
getting. Yeah.
Hey, Lickenstick managing to get a beautiful stun onto Silver Sam there, and I'm sure you were about to call out that Shark Attack ganked so quickly and falls. Oh, the Senate ult comes out to protect Kane here, but will Highlight fall? No. Oh, it was very close, but Highlight and Dr. Fox managed to get the kill onto Chef Zangy.
So much happened in such rapid succession.
Yeah, and there we have Firefly managing to get another solo kill onto Skippy McSkipper, as that one was extremely close. Oh, the bait as Lickenstick allows themselves to be hit by that W just to get a little bit of poke onto Silver Sam. Okay. Here we've got a little bit of a lull as there's no objectives on this map, but we've got both junglers in the bottom side of the map potentially looking here as both turrets have 3 and 4 turret plates left on them. Looks like both Ahri and Dr. Fox are headed down into the bot lane.
As they drop Rift.
Yes.
Right.
The
so
Rift
that should be
Herald
an
gets
easy,
headed. Woo!
be an easy first turret, unless they're.
Okay.
Oh,
So Pinky
Wayne
Soup-
ult comes in to counteract. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, and Dr. Fox manages to get on top of Zangy as Pinky Soup continues to chase, landing a beautiful hook onto Lick and Stick, and Firefly is sent running as Dr. Fox pops his ult. The Darkened Form is coming out on both sides as Dr. Fox looking for Firefly here desperately. The Vex ult comes out onto Dripper and then onto Firefly as well, and that will be a clean ace on the part of Piltover Party Girls.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed, as there are quite a few minions pressing on these turrets. As, you know, it's 3 in the bot lane for red side, and 2 if you count Maiden on the top side. As only
And look
Dr.
how-
Fox fell during that fight.
Yeah, look how fast all these turrets fell in rapid succession, right?
Yeah.
This is a push comp.
Oh, and then we have Zangy landing a beautiful double stun onto this team, but Pinky Soup able to get that stun that will stop Zangy from being able to pursue. See, this is a support. I understand. I always talk about the difference between supports and non-supports. Swain being a scaling champion, getting so much HP in the laning phase, scary. Skippy McSkipper falls to this Shark Attack Thresh Hook, and Firefly able to secure another kill onto the mid lane and push this turret down mid.
So you understand why he picked him? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah,
you
and I understand why Zangy is not just gonna chase Swain around, especially not if he thinks Swain has ults. That's one scary champion, and that it's like a support. It is a support in this game, but it's much more than that.
If it
It's
walks
not like
a duck.
Morgana, is what I'll say.
Right. Well, and the thing that everybody always seems to forget in the moment is all you have to do is walk away from a Swain and when he's ulting, and it's after a couple of seconds, it's no longer danger. But you don't always have the option. I'm not saying it's not necessarily a forget, but
Okay, Highlight able to trap Shark Attack in there while the Maiden begins to drain, but Lick and Stick trying to help their friend falls in the river as Highlight is now left alone and afraid with just a Senna ult to back them up, but Shark Attack manages to get out of there alive. And Shazangi, Firefly, and Shark Attack are now running away from Dr. Fox, Pinky Soup, and Silver Sam, who are in hot pursuit as Firefly may be forced to use their ult to get out, but nope, the W is more than enough. As it's a clean 1-for-1.
chat asking if Yorick is the Thresh counter. That's yet to be seen.
I'm not
Seems
sure
to
if
be working so
Yorick
far.
is the Thresh counter or if Thresh was picked specifically to deal. No, Thresh was picked first, so perhaps Yorick was the specific Thresh counter. Oh, Pinky Soup here in Zangi's jungle, forcing him away a little bit. That if that's a support, then I am very scared.
Yeah, super aggressive on the Swain's part, but he's in the position to be, right? Like they're up in kills. He's got 3 kills himself. He's got a bounty.
He almost has as many items as Zangi does, as Shark Attack is here, gets hooked by Pinky Soup. Pinky Soup launches the ult, but Firefly is able to get on to Silver Sam on the Senna, and Pinky Soup is left running now. Maybe it is a support. As Firefly gets some good damage onto Dr. Fox, sending Dr. Fox running. Oh, but that Shark Attack Thresh Hook lands, and Dr. Fox will be forced to give up their life.
This Yorick just goes and just wails on that tower.
Yes, these hooks and these charms from Firefly and Shark Attack are really, really beautiful. Not to mention Chef Zangi's W's.
Alright, the Yorick is starting to be a problem, right? Like you can't.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Shark Attack needed to hit that wall or else they were done for. Even by hitting the wall, they're still at half HP. Okay. Vex gets the ult onto Smolder, and the mom ult comes out as Skippy McSkipper is now a little bit scared. 1v1 from Dripper onto Skippy McSkipper. And let's see, where are we? 182 stacks at 22 minutes, 23 minutes. It's not ideal for Dripper, but they may be able to get there in time as they are continuing to stack up. On the other side, got Silver Sam, 60 stacks at 23 minutes. Also not ideal, but it is ADC Senna, so she'll have a little less than support Senna. And then Swain, 40 stacks. That's great. That's 600 bonus health for a support.
Right.
Oh.
Crazy.
Zangy and Firefly using their flash to get onto Silver Sam there. As Pinky Soup now forced to do the little dancing run around. Will they be able to? Oh, a little greedy as Pinky Soup falls to Lick and Stick. And Highlight potentially getting onto Shark Attack in the top lane. There are fights everywhere around the map.
All right, and they're not so scared of Swain anymore. They don't have any heal cut. I don't understand why I wasn't healing so much. Am I missing heal cut? No, looks like they don't have any.
No, they do not have any, and with Shark Attack gone, they must send Zangy into the top lane to stop Yorick's push, and maybe Dripper as well. Hey.
Yeah, Dripper giving him a moment of pause.
Uh-oh. Wow, and Dripper's Q manages to take the last bit of Highlight's life, stopping this dangerous push in the top lane.
And that evens up the score. Actually, now blue team is even gold-wise, right? And they're starting to turn around these team fights
Yeah.
in a way that may have red team thinking twice.
Yep,
The party girls.
The party girls are around the dragon in spite of the fact that they are down a team member. Oh, and wow. Silver Sam falls immediately to Firefly. Firefly has 10 stacks of Dark Seal, a Rabadon's, a Blackfire Torch, and a Shadow Flame. This is one scary Ahri.
Right, and kind of snuck up on us, right? Like, I didn't realize she had so many kills until just now.
Well, basically all 6 of Vex's deaths are Ahri's kills, so maybe there's a little bit less gold value on some of the kills compared to the others, but it's still enough to finance all of this, as we now see the first bit of heal cut.
It's more than just gold, right? She's got the stacks to back it up.
Yeah, stacks and, of course, experience.
Chad is asking if Leandres is viable for Yorick here, and I think.
Oh, I don't think so. As we see Chef Zangy go into the red side jungle and onto Dr. Fox PhD. Dr. Fox PhD will fall to Firefly as Highlight, looking to make something out of this lost dragon, will secure this top turret, but here we have Dripper, Lick and Stick, and Shark Attack ready to counter, and Highlight will fall in exchange for that turret.
To answer the question from Chad, I don't think Leandres is viable anymore. The game is turrets, right? That would have been good for damage and maybe pushing the Thresh around, but Thresh has already been pushed around.
Yeah, and just for one champion, I mean, the Maiden is already doing a lot of damage to Thresh. It's not really necessary for the Leandres. I would be very interested in AP Yorick, but I'm not sure whether it fits onto this team when they've already got Skippy McSkipper and Pinky Soup providing that.
With 10 stacks already in.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the heal cut. How much has that done?
All right, let's see.
I'm assuming not much. Yeah.
500 reduced. Yeah, it was just after we started talking. So only one kill has been secured by Firefly with that Oblivion Orb present. Okay, Dripper put into a bad place, but Shark Attack there with the Lantern to secure his spot. As it's all eyes on the Baron, as Skippy McSkipper only has to wait a few more seconds for their TP to be back up.
The Great Escape! Thank you, 4 million.
Oh. And here we have a little bit of a cheese bush as Zangy, Dripper, Firefly, and Lick and Stick are waiting for the approach to Baron. Shark Attack as well. As, you know, ostensibly they have no idea where these champions are, only that they're roaming around their jungle.
Right, and Yorick is sticking to top lane. Must really want that inhibit, right? But it's the easy money's in bot or mid lane turrets now.
Yes, and we see Smolder has already hit their final form. They've got the Elder Drake passive, and we're gonna see how that might affect a future Baron play, as Red side is not taking the bait at all. All right, Firefly here just narrowly escapes that wall, but Highlight is making hot pursuit for this. Firefly getting Highlight down to half HP. So Firefly engages with ult. The shield comes out from Highlight, and Chef Zangi is here to return the favor, getting potentially this kill onto Highlight. Yes, and now the Mom ult comes out as now Silver Sam is in danger. Zangi gets on there, and now Pinky Soup executed. And now this looks like it is free for the blue team as Lick and Stick gets that final kill onto Dr. Fox PhD. Skippy McSkipper, no TP up there. Just continuing to push down in the bot lane. But this is going to be a free Baron for Shurima Sugar Daddies.
Sugar Daddy is pulling through.
Yep, this is perhaps what we expect when we see Smolder able to get to that final form, where the executes just become too much.
Yeah, the executes become too much, and there's not much you can do. There's not much you can do about it, right? And but they also have Thresh, like you said, infinitely stacking champ. They have Senna, who also stacks infinitely. So, but they're having a problem holding.
We've got two stackers on each side. Swain also stacking infinitely.
Oh, Swain. That's true. Yep, you're right. And yeah, I think red team's win con is the Yorick split push, right? Because I mean, he can just knock over a turret in 20 seconds or 2 seconds. But yeah, the Smolder can knock him out. So could still dealer's choice, or it could go either way.
Yeah, with Firefly on this far side of the map without TP, it's looking like in just 10 seconds, red side is going to have more control over the Dragon Pit, as Highlight joining Firefly up there may be able to TP down. Okay, we're gonna see it as Shark Attack tries to continue to push mid, getting some pressure here, and as the Baron minions are flowing towards there, Pinky Soup trying to deflect Shark Attack away from the pit, as now Dr. Fox is engaging, while Skippy McSkipper is being engaged upon by Chef Zangi on opposite sides. Now, Dripper manages to get the kill onto Silver Sam, and Chef Zangi destroys Skippy McSkipper.
Look at that Smolder damage. My god. That's the problem they have to deal with now, red team.
Oh, Chef Zangi flashing away from Pinky Soup, but Pinky Soup not going down without a fight, managing to get into their base, while Chef Zangi had the opportunity to just take this dragon, but went for the chase. This is similar to what we saw last week, and now Chef Zangi may be regretting it. Not completely, though, as Dr. Fox is now the one chasing. Oh, no. Oh, no.
They put so poorly, so quickly.
Yes,
but
and... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but we got... They thwarted the attack from Yorick, the push from Yorick top lane. And they're taking Dragon, right? But and they got a turret bot lane. So it's kind of getting even up. But still, we got to do something before that. But red team has to do something before Smolder is just completely unstoppable.
Yeah, and the more Mountain Drakes, I mean, it's a really effective Drake to have. Everyone will make use of it. Chef Zangi coming in onto Skippy McSkipper and Silver Sam. Is this the best idea? As now Skippy McSkipper able to get another Brighton onto Chef Zangi. Let's see. He seems to be surrounded, as Highlight is also surrounded here. Chef Zangi manages... No, will fall to Skippy McSkipper, as On the opposite side of the map, Highlight will fall to Firefly, Shark Attack, and Lincoln Stick. It is a 1-for-1 cross map.
I will say that Chef Zangy lasted a lot longer than I thought he would in that group of people.
Yeah, understandable. Dr. Fox PhD going for Dripper, thinking that Dripper may be alone, but Firefly is there to back him up. And now, with just 3 members of the red team, they are going to try to stop this massive push onto the mid lane as this first inhibitor turret is going to fall mid. Once again, Pinky Soup. Pinky Soup, I'm pretty sure is still in the top lane mentality, continuously fighting Shark Attack. But, you know, there are limits to what I was saying earlier. A support is still a support.
A support is still a support. Yep, they still have the... Well, in theory, less gold, but at the very least, 1 less item because of the supporting item.
Yes. Shark Attack not to be messed with, as the Static Shiv, Heartsteel, and Chemtech, Chempunk Chainsword are coming out. That's, you know, they may have Jack of all trades, which would be giving them quite a bit of stats.
Well, and more heal cut, right? Which means a lot less for
Right.
a certain general on the team.
A certain Raven lover.
A certain Raven lover on the party girl team. A certain Raven loving party girl.
Yeah. Teen Titans go. Okay, Skippy McSkipper forcing Shark Attack away as Red side is playing quite defensively in their base, knowing or feeling that they are about 8k down in gold.
Oh, they're just setting up a death bush here, it looks like.
Yeah. Potentially, I mean, they know that Zangy goes for these types of plays. Little do they know, Zangy is feasting upon their... Oh, here we go. Skippy McSkipper lands the ult onto Shark Attack, who is alone here, but... Looks like Shark Attack is going to fall as Skippy McSkipper goes on to a new target, waiting for Chef Zangy to come out of that, but the Vex ult seems to expire as High Life now potentially falling to Chef Zangy, but no, Dr. Fox is going to be able to get there on time, and Chef Zangy is going to fall, but Smolder is here. Dripper able to get good damage with that mom ult onto both Pinky Soup and Dr. Fox PhD. Will the disengage here prove fatal for Piltover Party Girls? No, they will come out on top, as it is a 2 for none. That earns them a little bit of a 2k gold to start making up that difference. Okay,
Yeah,
Firefly coming onto Pinky Soup. Ult and Charm and Q is enough to take Pinky Soup's life. Okay, and once again, Super McSkipper will fall, being just a little too far in the mid lane while Firefly has their ults. This is looking dangerous for the red team as Firefly, Lick and Stick, and Dripper are here doing massive damage to this. Oh, looks like Highlight is going to just collect some minions here, distract from the push, but it's dangerous.
Well, the theory there is they can't knock over those towers without minions, right? So
Right.
I can get what he's getting at. But where will he go?
Yeah, Highlight trying to find the way out of here, but Dripper will E over, and now Chef Zangy is here to slow him down. And now it is all 5 members of the blue team chasing down Highlight just to buy some time for his team. And in just 20 seconds, the Mountain Drake will be up. That's soul point for both teams as Highlight, manages to dodge and force Shark Attack to use their flash. But, you know, with 1 member of the team down, it looks like blue team will have such an advantage here.
And he wasted so much of their time, right? But unfortunately, he kind of took them towards the dragon.
Yes, I have a feeling that our Pearl game has begun without us, but this game is so fun to watch, and I cannot tell who is going to win. As we see, blue team takes the Mountain Drake, gets their soul points, and they're 1 away from soul. So this is going to be really scary as they now have 15% additional resistances. And now it's about fighting over control of vision in this Baron pit, as Highlight has 5 seconds until they are back up. But they do have TP. Chef Zangi looking for Pinky Soup here. Gets that Celestial Opposition off of Pinky Soup. Ults and Firefly trying to get onto Silver Sam. Silver Sam is able to dodge the charm, but it unfortunately will fall to Firefly, as now also Silver Sam falls. And so has Chef Zangi. It is an all-out brawl here, as Shark Attack is the next one to fall. Dripper looking to do some damage. Lick and Stick able to put some great damage out onto Highlight. And that will be it, as in the background, Skippy McSkipper was able to take the last sliver of Firefly's life, as it is a 3-for-1 in favor of Red Team. And now, only 5k separates them.
Every team fight, right? It looks like blue team's gonna win, and then somehow red team flips it around.
Yes. It seems that Smolder was just a little bit late to the jump and did not use the resources that red team was using, and it just was uneven in terms of resources expended.
Yeah, unfortunately they had enough of a lead where they still have, mid inhibitor, and they have the minions attacking bot turret, which distracted the Swain and did a lot of damage to the bot turret. But I think blue team's starting to think this game may not be so over.
No, not at all. And Dripper, of course, is going to continue stacking. So is Shark Attack, Silver Sam, and Pinky Soup. Let's do a little check-in on those stacks, as we've got a little bit of a lull. We've got 362 stacks of Dragon Practice. We have 124 souls on Thresh. 57.
Is that 124 AD?
Yes, it's AP.
Yeah. Or AP, sorry, yeah.
127 now. And Swain has got 855 bonus health from the Ravens. That is so much. And Senna with 107 souls. That's an extra 100 range on Senna.
Then that ain't nothing.
No. Zangi forcing Highlight into the corner. Nobody puts Yorick in the corner. As Zangi's looking for him, Highlight is just narrowly escaping. And now Lick and Stick able to get a slow onto Highlight, as Firefly is here for the cleanup. Lands the charm and the ignite, as the Senna ult is reflected by Mel, so Highlight does not get that shield. And now Chef Zangi looking for the last bit of damage. Firefly does slay Highlight, but here we have Silver Sam taking so much damage from Thresh, as the Mom ult comes out, does not land on Silver Sam. Silver Sam is able to get away, but Dr. Fox and PhD and Pinky Soup are now looking for a way out of here, slowed by the Smolder. And let's see, the Smolder, he comes out, and Pinky Soup looks like he is going to fall as he is executed by the Elder Drake passive.
Yeah, Smolder is just a force to be reckoned with, and this time around it looks like red team just could not close that fight out like they had the last couple.
Yes, with 2 members of the team down, they are desperate to hold the blue team back from their Nexus turrets, but it looks like at least one of these turrets is going to fall, as Shark Attacks and Zangi and Dripper are looking here. Dr. Fox, getting desperately low, will fall to Smolder's passive. And now, blue team, oh, Chef Zangi hit by Skippy McSkipper's ult, and now it is potentially the reversal, as Skippy McSkipper, oh, just through the breadbasket, does not hit Dripper, but now it's a 1-for-1 there.
Yorick is up again and actually in here to fight.
Oh!
Comes in. And
okay. That's it.
That's the game.
That's it. Firefly able to get the kills onto both Highlight and Silver Sam, as now Pinky Soup is the only one remaining. Shark Attack lands a clutch hook onto Pinky Soup and survives. And so this game will go to Shark Attack, Chef Zangi, Firefly, Dripper, Lick and Stick of Shurima Sugar Daddies in our second game of the night.
That was yeah, that was good. I think that Ari really was the linchpin for blue team, right? And pivoted. They started dying. I say dying, they died 3 times, but they died 2 times in a row, and they sold their Dark Seal. to trade it out for, I believe, the time it was the Shadow Flame. I can't remember what they sold it for, but either way, pivoting and just securing the win.
Okay, in the interest of time, oh, I see we are here. Before our game has started, we are once again going to see Latimer.
Look at
but
us.
let's see if we can grab someone from that game that we saw, either from Shurima Sugar Daddy. Oh no, from Shurima Sugar Daddies, of course, the winning team. And who would we like to talk to from that game, Mike?
I would like
Probably
to hear
Firefly.
from Yari.
Yes.
Yeah, Firefly. Yeah. What I
Oh,
love
message
about
them.
this stream. What I love about this stream is that every once in a while you just see the big fluffy cork tail walk by.
I didn't catch it this time. But was it right in front of the camera like this?
Yep, always. Yep.
Nice.
And then also during one of those team fights, you can see I held Mythos up for a short time.
Oh, I
One
didn't
interrupt here.
see. No, I was in the zone. Some of those fights were really crazy. I'm surprised that game ended when it did, instead of
It
just
did?
going
Me
back
too.
and forth even more.
Me too. It was just a really lucky, or well, unlucky from Red Team's point of view, right? But a really lucky win and timing and where the fight took place that
Completely.
caused that. I really thought Red Team was going to pull through.
Yep, and we've still got at least 40 to 50 minutes left of the stream as we are getting ready for our third game of the night, which will be the Pearl League, which is all of our players who are gold and below, maybe high silver and below. We got some gold in here as well. And, you know, we are going to see some exciting plays, just like that Lux montage that we saw on stream. If we are not able to hear from, oh, can we interview Zangy instead, is what Firefly has asked. Yes, of
Sure.
course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me reach out to Zangy.
Yeah, he did, or they did great as well.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, we might need to talk about chasing, but hey, the chasing worked out in the end.
The chasing did work out at the end, and right, like they got caught up a few times, but
It makes it more
ended up
exciting.
working. Yeah, and it worked. Can't judge, they won.
Can you bring me and Dripper both in together? Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna have a dual interview. Let me
Never been
make
done before.
sure. Who is Dripper here?
I don't know what Drippers.
Okay, Janothan. So it's this one, right? Yeah. Okay. So, hello and welcome to the stream, Zangy. Zangy, I just want to make sure Dripper wants to come on stream, right? Before I just
no, he
him in?
does.
Okay.
I was just trolling about being he's shy.
Okay. So, welcome to the stream, Zangy and Dripper. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so, I want to ask you both how you're feeling after that. That was a tumultuous end to that game where I was pretty sure that it was going to go for maybe another 5 minutes. What did you all think? Did you think it was over and it was time to put it in the bag?
I feel like early on we definitely thought we were like gonna lose, but we just kind of held to like that we scale, and then Firefly mid lane was like super fed.
Yes.
But towards the end, we thought it was like pretty close, and we didn't want to take a chance that they wiped us at one point. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was looking pretty bleak at the beginning, but then I remember at one point throughout the game, I was like, wait, Firefly's 11-1 right now. I think we got this in the bag. Like,
yeah. And so,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zangy.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I was there was like so many points where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a kill, and then like Firefly would like walk by and just like incinerate people, and I'm like, oh okay, never mind.
Yeah.
He was just so fed, it was crazy. I mean, they played really really well. He just got that early lead and was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to ask you, Zangy, what's going through your mind as, I mean, it was in the highlights as well, where you go deep into the enemy jungle. And I'm not saying it's bad because you do get the kill, but you are bloodthirsty sometimes. Is blood on your mind during the game?
Well, it was really funny because our Thresh was chasing down Pinky Soup, Swain, right? And I was like, oh, it'd be so great for Pinky to die to a Thresh top because he's been Thresh top for
Yes.
like the
Yep.
last few weeks. But then he got away with the tiniest HP, and I'm like, I have to follow up on this. So I just kept chasing, and I was like, I'm going in the base, I'm doing it. And then when he still got away from me, and I'm now like under the tower, and everyone was converging on me, I was like, I just emoted because I'm like, I'm gonna die. But somehow I made it out. But yeah, so I was like, I gotta get the kill, I gotta secure it, and no, he's too fast.
Yeah, amazing to me is that your chasing encouraged Dr. Fox to start chasing you. So really it was the ultimate bait. You were
yeah, we had like
ultimately
a
the bait.
Roadrunner situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Smolder came in and just ended it all.
Yeah,
Once he hit
as
those
Smolder
stacks,
does.
it was crazy.
Those stacks are something that you definitely have to capitalize on, especially with the way that Smolder's early game now, even with Blackfire Torch. You just really have to make sure that you're capitalizing on trying to get as many stacks as possible.
So how are you keeping the mental strong going into the next game with the thought of, you know, we thought we were gonna lose, we ended up winning. What's keeping you going to this last game of the night?
Go ahead.
You go ahead. Okay, I'll say. Well, we lost our first game, and it was insanely competitive. And this game was also super competitive. But for game 3, we just want to just keep having fun. We're in like really good spirits right now. Just from like all our energy, we all play together a lot. We're hoping to see another Thresh top. We don't know if it's possible, but
Great.
Thresh top has a 100% win rate in CMSA right now. I'm just saying.
True.
Everyone who has played it has won. So I think that's the new meta for the league.
And you know, Thresh support in Topaz also has a 100% win rate. So I don't know what it is about Thresh, but
Busted champion, I guess.
yeah.
I would like to see a Thresh top lane in Topaz. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, the molding of two worlds.
It's strong because like late game, at the end of the day, if you can land hooks and you flay and all that stuff, like you set your team up for so much success. Like even if you have 0 stats on you, you just land abilities, it sets everyone up to win. So it's so strong.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I will definitely say going into the next game, just like you guys saw in this past one, we're just going to support each other. I know we all have our own roles and everything else, but I like playing with these guys, so they support me and I support them.
Sweet.
And if we can get Firefly with another 17 kill Ari game, that would probably help too.
Yeah. All right, and we are getting ready for our last game of the night. Thank you so much, and good luck on your last game of the night to
Thank you, guys.
Dripper and Zangy. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we are almost ready. We are taking a look at these two teams. We've got on one side, let's see who we have here. We've got Kaisa's Kittens on the red side. I love that name. And we've got Neela's Naughties on the blue side. So let me make those changes.
I like it. And we've got on, I don't know which side is which, but on team 1, we've got Mars, Giraffical, Vladimir, Space Dandy, Calamity Shades.
Yeah, for
and
Neela's
on
Naughties.
And then what was the other one?
And then Kaisa's Kittens on the red side.
Kaisa's Kittens on the red side. Ooh, that's a name I don't know. Somebody new. Jotaro Albine?
Yeah, I've been saying Albane. I'm not sure how that we got to see a pop-off jungle performance from them and then have them on stream to explain.
Gray, DRK, Moton Bob, and John. Oof.
And John. You know, the Gray and John are the names that just like, and that's who they are.
You're right. Yeah, everybody
John.
knows. Well, and Lad.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not so like one syllable of like Mars 376 and John.
I like it. One syllable names.
Okay, we are gonna get into this pretty soon. We are just taking the tiniest of breaks on the player side, but how about we don't need a break here on the streamer side as we are in the last game of the night. If you want to join us here at CMSA and you're watching the stream, click the Discord down below and get notified about all of the games that we play. We are playing even more games than we were last week when we streamed. I don't know if you heard that, Mike, but we've introduced even more games into the ecosystem of the Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association.
Diablo, what was it? Peak. I can't remember the other new ones.
Civilization. Pokemon. Minecraft. Dungeons and Dragons. There are so many more. Marvel Rivals, Overwatch,
Mario Kart,
Super Smash Brothers,
Arc Raiders, Apex Legends. Right? We're all over the place.
We have it all.
Savory is asking what Moens looks for in an ADC. Someone that doesn't die.
Someone that doesn't die. And what are you bringing to the table, Moens? Are you bringing death or are you bringing not dying as well?
As a Zillion main, I specialize in not dying.
Yeah, right. Of course. And so you will protect your ADC to not die as well, right? At the
I will protect him. I will protect them with my life unless I think that they're going to die in a stupid way. In which
yeah.
case,
then they deserve it.
In which case, then they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But lately I've been playing a lot of who have I been playing? Soraka. I've been going back to my Soraka roots, which I was a Soraka main well before I was a Zillion main.
Soraka very strong in this support Enchantress and Enchanter meta. I mean, even in some pro play, I've seen Soraka come out, not in the first rounds, of course, but you're familiar with the Fearless draft, right, Mike?
Yeah, we did it, I believe, for the invitationals that I played in, I don't know, a season or two ago.
Mm-hmm. And so when Karma is gone, and Lulu is gone, and Rakan is gone, and let's see, one more Enchantress who's actually being... Nami is gone. All of a sudden, the teams are looking at the rosters, and they're like, oh, I guess Soraka is the next one on the list.
Right. Right. Been playing a lot of Tarek too. Love Tarek.
Right.
Andy's family, right? So I always got
family. Yeah. Okay, and we're getting right into the draft of our last game of the night. We're gonna be watching this Pearl game. Can't believe you said Tarek is family. There are so many league champions who are family.
That's true. Well, I'm glad you got that. I thought that was just something me and my friends did.
No, I knew exactly what you mean. He likes the gems that glitter in rainbow colors.
he likes the gems that glitter. I love that. We're all gems.
Yes. Okay, so we've got first bans. We've got Xerath being banned as well as Mordekaiser this game. Already our attention is focused. Oh, there we see Leona. So we're focused all around the map. I was going to say the top side of the map is drawing the first set of bans.
Really? I would have said that was support.
Oh, Xerath support?
Yeah.
It could be. Okay, Zyra already banned away from Latimer. We know that is a trigger for Latimer to start picking Lux and ulting, as we saw last week. So we will see what their response is now if Lux gets through in this next set of bans.
What role is Lad playing this time around? I didn't look.
I didn't see either, but I would assume mid here, not knowing completely. Although I don't recognize any of the supports who could be playing support on their team.
I think Mars plays support.
Yeah, we'll have to see. In this first round of picks, we do see Vel'Koz being banned there, so Lux is awake and up for the fight. Oh, but here we have Warwick as the first choice.
And no Lux. Olaf picked on the red team first and winning on the second pick.
Okay, Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank.
Scary. We're gonna see some scary hooks coming out from this Kaisa's Kittens team. I know we've also got DRK on Kaisa's Kittens, so maybe we will see Kaisa emerge as the mascot of this team.
And with DRK, that's probably going to be a Caitlyn, I'm assuming.
It could be. Caitlyn, Ash, I know they've been working on some ADCs, practicing, so that they might appear in the invitationals again.
Lux is open, decides to go with Rel. Okay.
Yeah, so we filled up the top side, and support of the blue side. So we've got Rel, Singed, and Warwick. And then we've got DRK on Misfortune. Very nice with Blitzcrank.
Okay. Okay, so Blitzcrank pull to an E, knocks him up, and a Misfortune ult. That's pretty much a death for whoever that happens to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it can be countered by a Rel ult.
We're seeing
Or
the
a
Syndra
Rel.
ban come out. Or the Rel W, right? To get onto Misfortune.
Yep. Either of any of those things, or a Warwick ult, a Singed E. Any of those things can stop a Misfortune ult if you can get close enough.
Right. No one champion, I think, has the advantage. Although, you know, Olaf really desperately needs to be on top of his enemy laner, and Singed really wants to get chased. What do they say? It's the first rule of League of Legends. Something like that is don't chase Singed.
Right, or Teemo.
Right.
Yeah, but the interesting thing here is that Singed Rylai's doesn't really mean much against an Olaf, right? Because all he has to do is ult and not get slowed.
Yeah, he is CC immune. I don't... You know, it's escaping my mind whether he's slow immune as well in his ults. I imagine he is.
I'm fairly certain he is, because I know for a fact that I've accidentally E'd an Olaf.
He is slow immune. Immune. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you, Savory, for the confirmation. Although I believe you, Mike. Ask me how I know.
How do you know? That's my friend Ben. How do you know, Ben?
I feel like I've seen Savory before, maybe in Eric Dota's chat.
Yeah, we played that game with him. I can't think of the name of the card game.
What card game?
I
game
can't
I
think of the
played?
name of it now. Yeah, it was a computer game, but it was a card game.
Across the Obelisk?
That's it.
Whoa, how did I pull that out of nowhere? That's pretty that's pretty old for me. It's not super old, but I haven't played that in a while.
Men
Okay.
only want to improve their KDAs, just say that.
Right. Well,
So we got
there we go.
Hue, Nahue, Galio, and Ziggs and Mel on blue team.
Yeah, I'm very curious whether this is Mel APC or Ziggs APC, but you know what we have here, scarily enough? it's almost a repeat, and I'm scared to say it because I don't want to jinx the blue team, because Neela's naughties are so naughty that they only have one half of an AD champion. Warwick does AP on hit with his passive. So, scarily, you know, we're getting into the dangerous zone of too much of one type of resistance.
And they're against the Galio.
Yeah. And Galio is the perfect last pick for Kaisa's Kittens. But with Mel, maybe they don't need to do AD damage. Maybe they just need to get enough overwhelm from the Misfortunal being reflected to the entire team. And
right.
maybe that'll work.
That's right. And this game could also be won on macro, right? You're going to be paced that, like, the Singed is going to be running around proxying all day long.
Yeah, and with Ziggs being able to just take down turrets, we'll see how effective the blue team is at out macroing what seems to be the more team fight oriented Kaisa's Kittens. They've got the claws out.
If I'm going purely based off of team comp, I'm gonna vote for the red team for Kaisa's Kittens. I think, but I do think blue team has a fighting chance.
I would say, yeah, it's not set in stone from the lobby, but I'd agree with you that red has the advantage. Good luck, have fun. We've got DRK in the chat saying good luck, have fun. They must be just into their game, just having loaded in, because DRK, we are going to be paying close attention to those Misfortunals to make sure that they're not reflected by Mel.
Well, that's gonna be hard for them to do, right? Because if I'm Mel, I'm just holding on to my W for the Misfortunal.
I mean, I would be as well.
Maybe the Hui ult if I was forced into it, right? But other than that, like, who else are you gonna use your W on?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm feeling really short in this chair right now. All of a sudden, I'm like, I don't have the height to reach the camera. I don't know what changed, but I'm looking at myself in the camera like, hold on a second, I'm not even in the frame. All right, go ahead.
Happens to me a lot. That happens to me a lot. I slouch. Everybody, like, the longer I'm sitting in my chair at work, like, the lower I get. And sometimes I get on calls and I'm like this, and people are like,
are you there? Where'd you go?
Exactly.
Okay, with just 3 seconds left, we are about to get into our final game of the night. I'll do a little intro once we get exactly in, just for the highlights' sake. I like to make, I don't know if you realize and give me some space, Mike, but I love to make sure that the highlights have. We're now watching the Pearl League, right at the beginning of the game.
I have not noticed. I will shut up.
No, you're good.
And here's Harvey.
Oh, hi, Harvey.
The third one makes an appearance. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
You down. He's my old man.
He doesn't look that old.
Yeah, I've had him for 16 years.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And he was a rescue. They thought he was 4.
Oh my god. Then that can't possibly be true, right? 20-year-old cat?
I don't think it's true.
Wow.
But he's especially spry.
Yeah. He seems it. He doesn't seem like a crotchety or like old. He seems like a Kaisa's kitten.
He was when my sister adopted him, he was the lobby cat. He was the one that came into the lobby and greeted everyone and welcomed them to the shelter.
That's sweet. And here we are getting ready. We are here finally at the beginning of our Pearl game for week 7, and we've got Neela's Naughties versus Kaisa's Kittens. And we already got friendly banter in the chat as we see Beware the Budget, Leona Mel, as Gray and Latimer meet each other in the bush. Latimer immediately goes for the stun onto Gray, as now they are trading blows back and forth. The ward misplaced. Calamity Shades gets hooked into that area as Gray gets exhausted, as Calamity Shades now has the ignite on him and will survive and make his way back to the turret, as Latimer is now looking for a way back and the Ziggs bomb does land onto Gray and DRK. But this
That was-
looks like.
that was
Go
a
ahead.
saucy game.
Yeah,
I was going to say
Saucy-
that was some excellent supporting done on the part of Vladimir, saving Calamity Shades there.
Yes, indeed. I mean, great on each side, especially good for DRK to hit the autos on the right target to make sure that Neela's Naughties are really far behind in the bot lane.
We got Galio versus. I did not expect that. I thought Olaf. Wait, where's Olaf? Oh, in the jungle. Okay. I should have looked at the load screen.
Sorry, I was having a sneezing attack. We see level 2 is gained first by Kai'Sa's Kittens, and they are pressing the advantage as now Vladimir is just at 1/4 of his HP.
Singe just having. I mean, and we expect Singe to have a trouble early with against the Galio.
Yeah.
But
But it looks like John is not able to secure. Oh, he is going to be able to secure all of these minions before they crash into his turret and set up a little bit of a freeze in the top lane. Oh, freeze already broke.
well, and if you look, it was John is plat 3, so he's a little bit overranked for this.
Oh, is that so? Was it for solo duo that it showed?
I didn't. Well, it said plat. I assumed it was solo duo, but I
Yeah.
guess you're right. That could have been flex.
Sometimes it shows TFT ranks as well in the lobby, so... Oh, here
I
we
wonder
have
if it
Space
just shows whatever
Dandy
your highest-
against Jotaro Albane. Space Dandy manages to get the first blood, taking Jotaro Albane's at his own Krugs. What was that you were
That was
saying?
a close one. I was gonna say. I wonder if it just shows the highest
I
rank
think it
that
does
you
show
have.
the highest. Okay, Calamity Shades and Vladimir engaging onto DRK, managing to get quite a good amount of damage, and DRK with just a sliver of their HP left. Now Calamity Shades forced to fight solo against Gray as Gray misses that hooks, and DRK with just 20 HP getting back into the fight as both parties are leaving the lane. Oh, not DRK though.
But DRK is being brave.
Yes.
And we can tell by looking at the stream that he has that they're not in any danger, but he doesn't know where the Warwick is. But Warwick knows where DRK is, comes in with his passive, running at him, and pops the barrier, but and secures the kill, but unfortunately dies to the turret. Bormelian in the chat saying worth.
Absolutely agreed. That is worth. Sorry, I'm having an allergy attack. But
Well,
that
that's all right.
was a really exciting play where DRK used their barrier extremely well to get Space Dandy off the map. Sure, Space Dandy gets another kill, but that's exactly the golden fusion that DRK needs in order to fight against a mage bot. Oh, and Calamity Shades is hit by Gray's hook, just the tip of it, and now DRK and Gray are ready to press their advantage onto Calamity Shades. Gray looking for something to hit as DRK is going to be able to get that last auto and kills Calamity Shades. And with the wave in that position, it is really, really unfortunate for Calamity Shades.
Chat saying just two dudes in robes. I don't know what they're referring to.
Oh, I see.
In the game chat.
Oh, maybe it's the mid lane where Space Dandy now being collapsed on by Gray, Motown Bob, and Jotaro Albane, and DRK as Space Dandy finds himself in a very dangerous spot, and the kill goes over to Motown Bob. I like that name.
Motown Bob. Detroit Bob.
Detroit Bob. Okay, and as John and Jurassical are skirmishing up in the top lane, it looks like Jotaro Albane is going to be able to get the first dragon before the grubs even spawn due to the favorable pressure that his bot lane has achieved. Wow. And already with that Ocean Drake, that is going to be wondrous for Galio, for Olaf, and for Blitzcrank especially, who want to be regenning during their time in lane and trading in some HP for their for some advantages in their lanes.
Right. It's the kind of a lull in the game here. So the junglers are on opposite sides, just you know, doing their jungle thing.
Yep, and let me take a look at bot lane, which has been the most exciting so far, as I could sense something was about to occur down here. Looks like...
With a Blitzcrank, you're always just at a maximum 10 seconds away from a pull.
Wow, beautifully done by Gray to stop Latimer's jump in mid-air, as Gray and DRK are able to get some nice trades onto their opponents. We've got Giraffesicle being taunted by John, and now it's looking like John is able to get the Ignite off as Giraffesicle flashes and ghosts away, but is
and goes
out
back
of
in to get a
mana.
W. Yeah, so unfortunately the chasing thing is not so useful there when his Q's not up.
Right.
But I'm predicting John's going to build a Force of Nature here, right? And that's going to be kind of the death knell to... I mean, is that... He's got the cowl, right? I don't remember if that builds into Force of Nature or not.
Yeah, Force of Nature, not my most commonly built item. I would have to check that as well. But I believe Force of Nature would be great against Singed. I'm sure you're just about to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Just because of the damage over time.
Okay, we've got Jotaro Albane entering the blue side jungle in the top side, as without any idea that he has been followed and traced, he is looking for something to take. But in the meantime, Space Dandy and Mars have gotten around on him and see that he is approaching. Space Dandy approaches. Oh, and in the bot lane, we missed a double kill as DRK and Gray have gotten a kill onto Calamity Shades and Latimer. But Space Dandy, unfortunately, not going right for him, as Jotaro Albane is going to chase into the turret, and it's going to be a 1-for-1.
That was personal.
Yeah. I'm sure that was as repayment for the Krug's kill, the first blood. DRK off to a great start, building Merc Treads immediately in response to this mostly AP and stun-based team. That is really great to see.
And that's a wise choice, right? I mean, against an almost entirely AP team.
Okay. Here we go. Latimer looking for something great. Also able to, once again, knock up Latimer while they are in midair.
Yeah, those are really hard to land. I wouldn't, as a Blitzcrank, I would be going, personally, I would probably be trying to go for the Ziggs. And he's using his Q defensively, that Blitzcrank.
Yes, and here we have Space Dandy able to secure two of the grubs, and we'll see as this battle ensues over the last one. Jotaro Albane is able to get on top of Space Dandy, and will get the kill as now Giraffesicle running for their life, as Jotaro will take... Oh no. Oh yes. We'll be able to take it as Mars collects the kill onto Jotaro Albane. It's just like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Do you know that show, Mike?
No.
It's a really popular and like quintessential anime viewing for anime fans. I've only seen the first season of it. I'm not that big of an anime fan, but I do know that almost everything references JoJo. That's the meme, is that like people ask, "Oh, is that a JoJo reference?" Like whatever it is in anime, that a lot of homages are paid towards that show. And so I see Jotaro. Jotaro is the main character of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
So I'm sure that's a JoJo reference. I'm not pulling that out of thin air.
No, I'm not. I don't know what is a JoJo reference?
His name. Jotaro.
Oh, his name.
Yeah.
I don't see his name on the screen. Does it say Jotaro? Oh, I see. I got you now. Jotaro. I thought you said Jojo.
Yeah, JoJo, the main character of the show, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, his name is Jotaro. Okay, there we go. Gray gets that kill onto Space Dandy. Space Dandy's looking for this second dragon, but it seems that the red team has been here just in the nick of time to get the first lick. We should do a group watching, says Bormillion, of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That could be a good CMSA activity.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, you would think that show is crazy. I thought that show was absolutely insane. Because it is.
What?
It's just just really silly.
But it sounds in a delightful kind of way.
Yeah, yeah. And so red team has secured their second Drake of the game.
Is it like Aquatine? Kind of crazy?
Like kind of, but not as humorous, not as purposefully humorous, but it is like absurdist. Okay. We have Giraffical returning to lane as John is going to put as much pressure as possible to keep him out of this lane. Seems like Giraffical is ganking his own lane as he now has Space Dandy behind him. We'll see if that ghost gets popped immediately by Space Dandy. And first we have the Warwick E, and John will be feared. Oh, and John uses the flash to try to get out of there. The Warwick ult comes out as Giraffical flips John back, and looks like John is going to be able to get out of there with ease as Giraffical has run out of mana. But John goes back in, seeing that Jotaro is there to help him.
Yeah, this Singed is gonna have to do something about his continual mana problem, but it looks like he's rushing Leandries, which makes sense on Singed.
As we see, the top lane quest is completed now for both sides of the top lane, red side and blue side. And the first items of the game are completed. We've got AP for Leandries on Singed as we have the Sunfire Cape MR version. What is that called again? The Hollow Radiance for Galio.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Experimental Hex Plate for Olaf and the Blade of the Ruin King for Warwick. Soon, we'll be seeing something for Mel, but Hui, obviously, with a lot of advantages, has finished their Blackfire Torch.
As the
Okay.
Ziggs is getting...
Go ahead. We got Gray. Perfect disengage as Latimer was able to get on top of DRK ulting. And now here is Space Dandy trying to get onto DRK. Maybe perhaps it's best to go on Gray as Gray pulls Space Dandy back, sacrificing his own life to save DRK.
That was... I was stunned and in disbelief at the Latimer flash W, I think.
It was nice. And Gray did not have the time to react to it, for sure. Oh, Jotaro Obade flipped into the top tier 1 turret and forced to flash away as Giraffical. Oh, Olaf CC immune, runs at Giraffical and manages to get the kill as the Galio ult does save Jotaro from potentially dying to Leandries there, as Mars is there to execute Jotaro. And now John sitting under the turret as Mars is able to get quite a bit of damage onto him. Okay, but here comes Space Dandy on the hunt as John is just low enough for Warwick to pick up some speed and is now backing. But Space Dandy now looking for the Rift Herald, seeing that no one is here to stop them. All right, the dueling teleports coming in as John is here. Giraffical immediately coming in with the flip as the Rift Herald is secured by blue team. Okay.
Warwick, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, so many shields on John. It doesn't look like he's taken any damage in spite of the fact that 2 shields have been erased by Giraffical.
Yeah, he's just opting out of damage from
most of the team.
From most of the team, yeah. Doran's shield is armor, right? Am I mistaken?
It's HP and health regen on its passive. The armor one is the helm, the new Doran's helm.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay, we see Gray standing. Oh, Gray was typing. The airborne animation is sending me, says Gray, in the middle of this match. Having a grand old time as, you know, their mid lane and their ADC and them. They are ahead in kills in KDA. So, of course, they're having a great time.
Now, see, I think if I'm singed right here, I would...
Okay, we see DRK forced away from their ult as Space Dandy has gone around them. Calamity Shades, though, may fall. Oh no, the level up may save them, but the Ignite gets them as Gray gets that kill just as Space Dandy trades onto DRK. The hook does not land, and it is a 1-for-1 in the bot lane as John takes the first turret up top.
It's actually probably a good thing that hook did not land, because I think that would have killed the Blitz.
Yes, very, very likely. Oh, and DRK... Okay, never mind. The boots went into their ADC slot. I was like, they sold the Merc Treads, but just me not being able to read.
So what I was thinking was, if I'm the singed here, I may go 1 AP item, maybe 2, but I'd probably go, like, he's getting kind of tossed around by the Galio. I might build some MR. I know it's not really the typical thing, but
Yes, and especially because Singe is going to be walking through the QEs from Hui, so I think it's a great idea.
especially if he's going to be the split pusher on their team, right? Which I think is their win con.
Yeah, and here we see John with very little mana, may be forced to back as Giraffical finally has finally has a moment to get some push in this lane.
So I noticed, maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, Gray, no hook and no E, and that enables Calamity Shades to begin pressing forward just a little bit, but with the Bloodthirster, DRK is very safe and feeling very powerful to get some trades in on Latimer.
So do you get a bonus if you get the top top quest and you have teleport selected as your
You do, yeah.
Is it the shield or is there more?
I think it's the shield and reduced cooldown on the you get like the advanced version of teleport. But I would need to check
Gotcha.
what exactly that is. Oh, the Warwick ult comes out onto Gray as ult also comes from Rel as now Gray is going to fall, but Calamity Shades does fall to DRK's ultimate ability as now DRK is feeling strong enough to press on to Space Dandy. DRK's looking as Space Dandy and Latimer are just looking to keep DRK away from them. Oh, Mars falls to the taunt from John as Motown Bob is there to get... Oh, no. Mars able to dodge underneath their turret, but Jotaro Albane will get the E onto Mars and seem to be in a position where the turrets were not realizing where he was.
Poor Mel is sitting there dodging. It's like raining spells all around her, and she's just running around every which direction under turret, just trying to survive long enough for someone to die, but no.
Yeah. And here we have Jotaro being chased around by Giraffical, who now is ready, as there seems to be a little bit of a role swap, as Space Dandy is now ready to collapse onto Jotaro, but the Galio ult comes down and the Olaf ult comes out, and it looks like both members of the blue team will be taunted, and Space Dandy is going to be the first to fall, as Olaf is now looking for Giraffical, but will likely fall to the Singed poison. And now here we have John going for the taunt, but Singed is not letting up, will continue to chase, flips John back into the top lane, as we know that fight was happening mid, but this skirmish is also important. Okay, John manages to get away from the Singed's grasp.
So I see Singed has built cloth armor.
Ooh.
And I'm trying to figure out what he saw that might have been killing. Oh,
Olaf, for sure. Okay, the ult comes out from DRK as Mars did not have W to prevent it. And that is so much damage on this ignited Mel. Gray flashes over and gets the knockup as DRK lands the last few blows onto him as Latimer is the only one remaining, not able to protect himself from any of these spells. The ult comes out from Quay and John secures the kill. Okay. Budget Leona, says Gray, as they flash over that wall and E effectively recreating Leona's EQ is what I believe they're saying.
I mean, that would do it.
Yeah. I mean, we see the Baron being pinged at 21 minutes 50 seconds, but there is a Drake coming up in just 25 seconds, this Mountain Drake, and it looks to be the objective that Red side is most interested in. But of course, Space Dandy, unaware, headed to this Rift Scuttle, which will reveal the vision here, and Motown Bob potentially looking to protect these wards, but it looks like blue team will be here first.
They're there first, but they don't necessarily have the presence. I think if red team decides that they want it, they're going to get it, but it looks like Galio's recalling.
Mars pulls Gray in by reversing the Blitzcrank hook, but now Mars is in a bad position as Mel is now forced to run away, and Gray there gets Warwick ulted and falls as DRK is now on the run, potentially going to fight back as he gets a double kill onto both Warwick and Rel there. And now it looks like it is going to be Red Side's Drake as that QW from Quay does secure the kill onto Calamity Shades as Jotaro gets the last hits.
And they're securing Dragon, and it looks like nope, Singed is backing off. Not gonna push. He must know that Galio's on the way up.
Yeah, and there's a 6k golds lead for Kaisa's Kittens at the moment. It's beginning to slip for Neela's Naughties as they're gonna need to find a way to do damage to this team, as 3 of their champions are burn-based champions, and Mel, of course, building burst, but tends to sometimes go burn. They've got Leandry's Blackfire Torch and building another Leandry's for Calamity Shades. As Red Side potentially looks at this last Mountain Drake, that 10% additional resistances is going to be potentially the nail in the coffin for Neela's Naughties.
Got a couple things in the chat. One, Hail Cat. Yes, it's close to the time of the feeding, which means he's all up in my face.
I still haven't caught him in a periphery.
Number 2, not really a fan of Rel. Rel seems to be. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like Rel's been doing some good work, but score doesn't seem to reflect that.
Yeah, I mean, the Rel ults being able to stop Misfortunal and all of the minor bits of CC that could have made DRK even stronger than he is. I think Rel, and right there, DRK is not able to stand still and ult due to that Rel, but now he will be, now that Rel has launched her full combo. All right, here we have red team chasing down the blue team through their own jungle as they are now forced to retreat completely away from the Baron. But will Kaisa's Kittens take this opportunity?
I don't know that they can with. I think they can.
Yeah, it seems like
But
Space
they're
Dandy is
resetting
looking
instead.
to be threatening. As, let's see, this may be an ARAM moment where all forces converge upon mid.
Way's just knocking over bot.
Yeah, and now Warwick hunting Way. Motown Bob needs to find a way out of here. Oh. Let's see. It almost seems like he stood still for just a second, and that might have been the second that gives a 971 gold shutdown to Warwick.
So help me out there. I thought Warwick's passive was only for low health people. It seemed to speed him up there for, and he was nowhere near.
It's the
low
W
health.
passive. So if you active, no, it's the W active. You can set as though someone's low health, and it just targets the nearest target and pretends like they're low health temporarily.
Got it. Okay.
But you don't get the bonus attack speed, you only get the bonus move speed towards that target.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
That makes
Okay.
sense. So only the one. Only the one.
Yeah. Unknowingly on vision, blue team has to vacate from the Baron side bushes, as still red side looking to push this mid, but will they go take the objective with the pressure that they've earned themselves? It looks like finally they're inching towards the Baron pit.
That is. Oh, and John knew. John knew. He just didn't care. One of the minions first.
Still, we've got dancing in the river as all members of the blue team are now up and back on the map and have gotten the pressure from mid that red side has just allowed them to take. Oh, but the hook from Gray lands onto Mars as the W seems to be wasted. The Olaf ult comes out, and this is another kill for red side as Jurassical looking to get something here. Potentially looking to flip. Oh, flips DRK, and now Latimer is here drawing everyone into Jurassical's poison as Olaf gets shut down. Jurassical then killed by DRK in response as Gray lands a hook onto Space Dandy as DRK lands the final blow. And surely now, only missing their jungler, and with 3 members down on the blue team, it's Red's Dragon to lose, as it's possible that Space Dandy won't be back in time to secure this dragon.
And that poor Rel just like taking the damage, but it's the battle of the tanks, right? They're using Nerf swords on each other.
The emote comes out from Latimer to say, haha, thank you for chasing. Okay. The unsung heroes like Gray who venture over to the dragon pit just seconds before it's here to get all of the vision that red side needs. And with Space Dandy headed towards his topside jungle, it looks like this is going to be Soul, Mountain Soul for the red side as they begin pulling this out. Oh, Space Dandy's become wise and seems to be headed over here.
If they get this, red team will have secured every one of the barons, or of the dragons, not giving blue any of them.
Blue does have 1 Mountain Drake.
What do they? Oh, they do. I'm blind.
You're good. But that is Soul for red side, and now at 29 minutes, that's a lot of resistances, especially for Galio, who has 3 MR items. 4 if you include the Merc Treads. And Calamity Shade's being chased down by Jodar Albani. Vladimir comes out with the ult, pulling Gray and John just a little bit in, but not close enough to their turret, as Mars and Vladimir and Space Dandy are all affected by that misfortunal, as Gray is continuing to take these turret shots, loses his life to Calamity Shades, but not before this turret is set in its fate to crumble.
Those misfortune ults are aptly timed, right? They're certainly team ending.
Yes, and the fact that they could take so many turret shots and continue fighting underneath that turret, the Mountain Soul is extremely strong. Okay, here we have Jurassical looking to get away. You know, Motown Bob will launch a fear at Jurassical, but we'll see with that ghost. It looks like there's nothing that can catch Singed here.
Nothing that can catch Singed, and his clouds aren't really doing too much. Was it Noxious Cloud, I think, or Noxious Gas? What's the name of the spell?
Yeah, Noxious Gas. All right. Surely when the Elder Dragon is up, the Elder Drake, that will spell the end of the game, but will red side, with their 9k golds lead, have enough to completely shut Neela's Naughties out of this fight? It looks like Baron is not in their realm of desires. Oh, you're deadly serious?
And don't call me Shirley.
Okay, Giraffical running right past John, just looking to take the wave, ignoring John completely. I think there was even a laugh emote somewhere in there.
Which is what I predicted, right? Like it's got to just start playing the macro.
6 autos from Jodar Albani and a Q destroys Mars's HP, as we now see Calamity Shades under heavy fire as Giraffical looking to block Gray's path, and DRK gets the kill onto Space Dandy as Calamity Shades is desperately trying to get out of here, as Gray lands the hook onto Calamity Shades and finishes the kill, as Latimer is now looking to get Giraffical out, but DRK will be able to get that last hit, and DRK will bump their score up to potentially 14 kills as they secure the last kill onto Latimer. And with a TP coming top lane from John, it looks like red side is ready to get an inhibitor turret at the very least, as it's 30 seconds until 4 of the members of blue side are up. Look at the massive amounts of shields on John.
Massive amount of shields on John, and I was just about to comment on everybody's vision score.
Yes, beautiful vision score from the top laners especially.
This might be the game. Well, go ahead.
How is it possible that Singed has just as much vision score as Latimer?
I was just thinking the same thing. Wasn't trying to call Lad out.
No, it's more a testament to how much vision Giraffical has gotten. Okay, with 2 inhibitors gone, red side, Kaisa's Kittens have established a pathway to the Baron. Oh, Mars gets hooked by Gray, and now is in the danger zone, forced to W and flash over as Giraffical now heads in there with the poison. The Calamity Shades ult comes out, as well as Latimer's ult, and Jodar Albani. Gray also goes for it, but Latimer will give their life up as DRK is being chased by Space Dandy. It's gonna fall to Space Dandy in the back, and Motown Bob is the next one to fall. Oh, and Space Dandy goes down in response as Giraffical is just racking up the damage, and Jodar Albani will fall. Gray is the last one left, and this looks like it's gonna be an ace for blue side as Mars and Giraffical do so much damage to John Calamity Shades as well. They're keeping him sat. I'm sat for this.
Poor John, or poor John. John is just eating the damage up, and they're unable to kill him. He's going for the execute, I'm guessing.
Oh, he's finding his pathway out as nothing can chase him. And in the meantime, the super minions have taken one of blue side's Nexus turrets. Look, there's still a 12k gold lead for Kaisa's Kittens, but that Giraffical damage and Space Dandy getting behind DRK and Motown Bob, there's a path to victory.
There's a path to victory. It's not an easy path at this point, but it's there.
No,
if they get 1 or 2 more team fights like that, it becomes much easier.
Yeah, but time is running out, Mike, as they have 20 seconds until the Elder Dragon is up, and blue side still has to deal with 2 waves of super minions headed towards only 1 Nexus turret. We'll see. We've got the clump of red side champions headed down the river as Jodar Albani is already on the other side of the Drake. Blue team has Calamity Shades with TP. I'm not saying he can't get there in a few seconds, but he is away from the fight. And the Elder Dragon has been started. It's at 15,000 HP as Jodar Albani is looking to take it. John looking to distract from Mars and Latimer as Giraffical is just around the corner. Oh, 6k. DRK is looking to secure this Elder Drake, and it will go to the red team. Kaisa's Kittens have got the Elder Dragon as, let's see, handshake you say, but still 12,000 HP. Will Space Dandy be able to take this in time? As red team is becoming wise to it. Gray may get here in time, 5k HP on it. Mars is gonna be the first one to fall, and then 3k HP as Latimer is here as well. Oh, Space Dandy does secure the Baron, but at the cost of Latimer as well. Gray looking to get the last 2 kills. Lands beautiful hook onto Calamity Shades. And now we've got Motown Bob trying to stop the Baron minions from taking this turret. And now blue side needs to acknowledge that there are so many super minions in their base.
And they're
And the
doing it,
TPs
but
are coming in.
unfortunately it's damage over time, right? And John's the one that teleported in, the man who is pure magic resist.
Yeah, and what can they do? The Elder Drake is going to kill them. Space Dandy is the first one to fall here. John just eating these turret shots as Jurassical is now... Oh, just makes it to the altar in time, but this game is over. The Elder Drake has secured the win for John, Jotaro, Motown Bob, DRK, and Gray. Kaisa's Kittens take the last game of the night in week 7.
What a game. I think,
Oops.
oh
I
man,
gotta stop going
DRK did
back
some
there.
angry moments. Oh, wait, that's a different one. I think it changed, but there we go. Okay.
Uh-oh. Where are our cameras now?
Did it die?
Now I'm coming back. You're coming back too. Okay.
Oh,
Stream
okay.
has gone on for too long is basically what it's saying to us. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we're not going to end the night talking to DRK is who I want to talk to.
I was going to suggest, so DRK I think did fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but I really think Gray did some amazing work with those polls.
That's true.
Keeping the rel and keeping everybody off of Misfortune. So don't get me wrong, Misfortune did great.
They're both here. Why don't we bring both of them in?
Let's do that. We did it last time. I don't know why I have to pick just one. I can have both.
I'm messaging DRK to ask. We'll see.
DRK.
We are ready, they said, almost as though they knew they were going to be asked, so I will drag them in one by one. And
Excellent.
Here we have DRK and Gray. Graham, welcome to the stream and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at you guys, the dynamic duo.
Yeah, I think we had like really good combos. We were like working well and calling out like when we're engaging and going in on them. So yeah.
I want to talk about the defensive blitzcrank cues, which was just a really
ease.
And ease. Yeah, we're just really like super well timed on your part. Was that on purpose? Like when the rel went to go engage, you cued him out of it?
And I was having a wonderful time with it because the animation of watching Rel flail around in the air, it just was, I don't know. There's something about that was very funny to me. I was enjoying it.
There was one save that Gray had when like Warwick was engaging on me and pulled me away from him, and so that I lived. So that was really nice.
I saw that. That was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They all were. Yeah.
Let me ask you. You showed great chemistry together in lane, and I would imagine you didn't know you were going to be drafted onto the same team, Gray and DRK. So do you have any advice to duos, the only duo lane, right? To anyone who's paired up with a random support or paired up with a random ADC, how do you find the chemistry in lane? How did you do it?
Oh, we had several weeks before this where we've played together. So this wasn't our first foray into running a bot lane together. So I think that really helps. But it just comes down to communication. I try to be very clear when I don't know something, and DRK is very helpful with his just lane knowledge and game knowledge.
Yeah, I agree. Lots of communication is really important, and that's you also build that up over time. So yeah, just communicate. Work. If you need to back off, you call it. If you want to go forward, you call it. So it's like those sorts of things. It's just lots of communication.
All right, and if you both had to honor a player other than each other on your team, who do you think was the glue or the jet that propelled you to victory this game?
Okay, you can go first.
I mean, it always like having a solid jungler on your team is always really just a lovely thing, and Jotaro certainly held that down for us this game. So shout out to Jotaro there.
Yeah, I got. Oh, sorry. You
go ahead.
finish.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think for my end, John like really held his own in the top lane, was like a very solid front line for us, especially towards the later of the game. So, and then
Yeah,
obviously
Gallia
Motown
didn't even
Bob,
die.
yeah, Motown Bob did a lot of damage and did enough damage and like kept CC to keep us alive too. So
Yeah,
What about on the
overall, it
enemy
was very
team?
well played. What was that,
Yeah,
Mike?
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, overall was very well played. Who on the enemy team were you afraid of? Like, were you like, oh god, they're back?
I think it was the Warwick was getting really scary at some points with like how easily a Warwick can jump on you. I think that was definitely
Mm-hmm.
getting scary part. Mel did a lot of damage too. That was like Mel ult always scares me. So, um, yeah. So
Yeah, the damage Mel outputs is
Significant.
stupid.
mhm.
Yeah, it quickly piles up. Well, thank you both. How about, are you excited for the end of the season? Not that you're excited for it to be over, but are you looking forward to the invitationals at all, either of you?
I mean, always. It's always a good time to watch the, you know, the cream of the crop, so to speak, to tangle with each other.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to invitationals. I won't be able to participate this time, but I'm looking forward to them. So
Oh, wow. Okay, so I mean, I won't put you on the spot, DRK, but maybe we can talk a little bit after the stream, off stream, who you think may take the ADC seats in Pearl. I'd be curious for your opinion. You don't have to share it on stream, though.
I mean, I guess like, I won't share on stream, but there are 4 ADC mains in Pearl, so it kind of
So,
it kind it's like it's very much which person like doesn't make it. I think it's
yeah,
I
like
think it's
who
more
wants it?
Yeah.
Raise your hands.
Oh no.
yeah.
Right.
All right. Well,
All
thank
right.
you both for joining us after this game, and best of luck on your last week next week.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
both.
Yeah, no problem. Hi guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Just a reminder, if you want to join, the Discord link is below. Click there, check us out. And you got anything else?
Yeah, you'll see us next week, Tuesday night, same time. It'll be our last week of the season, 8 out of 8 weeks in season 2 of the 2026 CMSA League of Legends season. We'll be going through one last time, the Topaz games, the Ruby game, and the Pearl game before invitationals. And we may very well soon be able to announce who will be playing in the invitationals, of which we'll start likely with Pearl. All right.